just Dixon.
All right, let's take a moment up. We're back. Smokey Joe Show. We got a legend in the building. Giovanni Dixon just created it. My dude.
How you doing, baby?
My dude.
I gotta teach you the black way. You gotta bring it in, and then you snap. Yeah, all right.
The snap, I can't do that. Right. The snap, I could do like a, you know what I mean? One of those.
I hate the pound so much, but everybody does it out here.
I think maybe that's Seattle.
It's a Mexican thing.
You'd occasionally get the snap, and I was like, oh, that's fresh as hell, dude.
Snap is where it's at.
The snap is dope.
All the Mexican homies all do that, and then I'm like, man, I gotta do that because I'll shake so many of y'all hands. Give me the snap, baby. I need
The snap's like, I'm not fresh enough for that. You know what I mean?
He said, I ain't got
I'm
the
not
juice.
cool enough for that shit.
Because
when you get somebody when somebody gives you the snap, you're like, oh shit.
Hey, yeah. Especially when the
It's
snap's
got
on
some,
point.
like,
Where you hit it and we both on point, it's all on cue. I'm like, boy, I be missing that. I get excited about it. That's how you know I don't do it enough. I'm like, my nigga.
It's like when you get that good pop on like a high five. That's nice stuff. Well, dude, we just came off crazy week, spray and play. I've been asking you to come on this. Like, you were one of my to start it off, I wanted to have some heavy hitters, some of like my favorite people. We came off a little bit before Reggae Rise Up. I feel like you and I were working next to each other. It was awesome.
Yeah, we had Reggae Rise Up first a couple of months back.
Yeah, and I want to get into that. Definitely should touch on that. But we just got off this last week, Spray and Play Mural Festival on Grand Ave, put on by yours truly.
Yep, that was me.
So kind of like, tell me about that. Like, do you remember the day? Do you remember the day that you were like, all right, guns blazing, let's go?
That's funny. I actually posted a video, and I literally reposted it today, I think, because I was like, damn, I forgot I even made that video. It was kind of like solidifying that. I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm pulling the trigger and I'm going to try to figure it out.
Was it one of those things like, if I tell the world I'm doing it,
I feel like that's most of the things I do. Like, when it comes to me having to do some shit and needed to get out of my own way, if I post it, it makes it real.
Yeah,
and now
that's
I
like the
have
best
to
way.
show up. Yeah, like I have to show up. Now I'm like, nope, I can't let myself down. I can't let nobody see me, not fulfill this or whatever.
You're
so
like proclaiming it, and you're like, it's like manifesting.
It's a helpful way to just fucking light the fire under your ass and be like, all right, now I got to do it. I said it. But I'm just a man of my word. So it's like, anytime I say I'm going to do something, that's one of the easiest ways for me to like, oh, now I'm going to shut the fuck up because I said I'm going to do it.
Yep. I think that's one of the best ways to keep yourself like on point.
Accountable, man. Yeah, that's for sure. But there was definitely that day, but also there was so much happening with the warehouse, getting news that the warehouse was sold or gonna be sold, and they were like, oh, you got 6 months. So I was like, all right, damn. I'm like, bro, I never ended up hosting anything here. So that's how we ended up bringing Spray and Play back basically, and it was just at the warehouse, and that's when I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
As that idea happened, or as I was told that news, I started to really okay, hold on, bro. You sat and thought about how to get this place to be more put together for people to paint bigger. Cause that was the whole thing. The warehouse has those big windows, and then those smaller spots where it's like maybe 4 feet high. So you could paint a little, but I'm like, that's no different than the walls that we paint outside. Like you can do the graph homes could come through and paint the letters and do the letter work, but I'm like, I wanted some vertical space. So I was like thinking about, okay, how am I gonna cover these windows up so I can give us that a flat enough surface to where it almost looks like one cohesive big wall.
Yes.
And so,
I honestly didn't even realize you did that until I saw them come down for
some people
this
pulled
festival.
It out. Yeah, some people pulled some stuff out and it was like, oh, now it's wide open again. But that took me some craftsmanship, right? I was sitting there like, all right, how can I, or be some ingenuity, some creativity. So
construction background?
Yeah, and I pulled out the construction background. I was like, hold on, let me use all this free lumber that's just sitting around. It's all scrap lumber that's sitting around from past walls or past events that happened in the warehouse. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just put up some 2x4s, pressure block them in. I started to drill them in, and I was just taking too much material, too long, too much time. Like, fuck all that. So I ended up just
the windows like stuck out, right? Like those bars on it.
No. So in the warehouse, those windows are sunk in.
Oh, okay.
So
you could drill right into the wall.
Yeah, so I could have drilled into the side of the wall with the, with the wood or with the 2x4, and then that gave me spacing. But I was like, I remember from my construction days that pressure blocking, where you could just literally cut to almost size, maybe a little thicker, and then you could knock it into place, and it's staying in there due to the pressure.
That's genius.
Pressure blocking. So I just
and then it's flush too.
And then that made it flush, and because of the plywood that was left behind, it was this really thin. Very thin plywood. That's also what the boxes are made out of.
The ones that you
we brought out there. Yeah. That's why people are like, damn, these are so light. I'm like, yeah, they're made damn near out of nothing.
That's good
It's more
stuff.
structure than it is actual panel. Because sometimes those plywood panels, a quarter inch or a half inch or a 3/4 inch, them shits is heavy.
It'll be heavy.
So you imagine doing one on both sides, full sheet, and then some half sheets on the side of it to make a full box.
That stuff falls out.
That shit heavy as hell, bro. So
hit you in the nose.
But yeah, so what I did was, block those all out, put the windows, cover up the windows, and now that gave us where we had the warehouse. And I was like, all right, this is kind of dope. Now it's a little bit bigger space. And I was really sad that people didn't go bigger. Like, only person that went big was Price. Shout out Price.
Shout out Price.
I was like, bro, but that was the intent, was like, hopefully motherfuckers get here and like, oh, I got real estate now. Let me really go up and do some bigger pieces.
That real estate got taken up quick too.
Yeah,
but it did get taken up quick.
And it was just like, but if you gonna cover the spot and you do something bigger, you got it. Take that. But people wanted to do smaller pieces. I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna be mad. It is what it is. But I know for me, I'm like, man, I wish I got to do something in there before it really, before it turned. But it got too hot also. So there was also that, like, we were trying to beat the heat as far as how many events we could host or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll it all back. Sorry, I'm on a tangent. But I got to doing that, and then I was like, you know what? We need to plan something bigger. We have some momentum. Prices putting shit out there, so people were getting really excited. So now I'm trying to keep up with like the amount of excitement that fucking Price is putting out. So I'm like, fuck, what can I do? And I'm just someone that doesn't like doing the same thing over and over again. And I was like, what is the thing that we can do that's going to be, you know what I mean? Yeah. What can we do that's different? That it's a new experience. So I was like, okay, we're going to host the Mural Festival, but it was going to be inside the warehouse. And I was like, that'll be different. It's all one location, all on location too, because I actually have access to that space every day. And you know what I mean? We could lock it up. It would be it's very easy.
Yeah.
And then
I ended up getting in there and stuff.
Yeah, I would have made it work. We would have opened up those roll-ups and people could have came and checked it out. The celebration day would have been the day people could actually come check it out because during the week while we were painting, people probably wouldn't have been able to really get in there because of the fumes. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But that would have been the way. But I ended up getting told by the owner that he was like, we got to stop having events in there. And I was like, no.
So he's trying to sell it.
Right, there's eyes on the building, insurance, etc., all the other things. So I was like, you right, fair. I knew it was going to come eventually. But I was like, damn, that kind of sucked. To put a damper in my ideas or my
because you had a spot.
Yeah. So me getting there to thinking that we're gonna actually have an event, then getting shut down. But then I already had Iris. Shout out Iris. She's the event planner, so she was like kind of encouraging me and helping me think through my thoughts.
Yeah.
And what I learned, I'm really good at pivoting. My pivot game is crazy. Like when it comes to being creative problem solving, and finding out another solution. Nigga, that's what I do best, for sure. Because the way I was able to pivot fucking almost day in, day out, some of it was like unnecessary or some of it was due to my lack of getting something done in time. But it was also like there was moments where I felt uncertain of certain moves. So I lacked on getting it done, and then there ended up being another solution. Every time. There was always, there's another solution. There's another solution. It's okay. That didn't work out. Probably wasn't supposed to. Because there was something holding me back. But then I'm like, I can always pivot and figure out the next move. So that was dope. But then, we got through that phase of getting told no for the warehouse being the space. Then it was like, damn, what's the next move? Then it was the Paper Hearts building, which I've already curated several times. Where I had people paint, you know, on that
Chroma
building.
And AB ink.
That was the most recent. I had my West Side with the smiley face piece.
Bro.
I decided to cover that up for this. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, that's a big deal, because that's probably my favorite piece I've ever painted.
I think that was the best like, real estate too on that building. You know?
But also I was like, it could have lived in a better neighborhood, but I still technically, based off of what I heard from community members and black community members that grew up in these areas, they were like, actually, this is considered the West Side. So
I like
where
you
had it was actually perfect for the location,
and
which
it could
was
be
crazy.
Wu-Tang, it could be you just.
But it's nostalgia. It's
cool.
nostalgia, and the smiley face makes it harmless. That was the point of the whole thing. I was like, how can I still create safe art, but that is still like really rooted in hip hop, really rooted in blackness, and you know, almost gang culture, close enough, but it's not too close to where white people are gonna come and get mad at me. Like that's it. Let's be honest. I tread that line all the time now, and that's why a lot of times now I don't care too much about painting outside and trying to produce too much murals, because my murals are becoming more, or my concepts are becoming more conceptual and a little bit more poking the bear. Like I'm really, it's gonna get a little bit more, you know, they're getting blacker, and then the idea that it's probably not the best for, or what people want in Arizona. It's not a very black state.
You think?
I know. It's not.
There's probably certain people, but I think most people are like, that's dope, right? I feel like most, I don't know.
In
but
our
I feel
community,
like a lot of people
yes.
like
in the
different.
creative,
I don't want to see the same shit.
Yeah, but in the creative community, yes, it's okay. We love it. Then people enjoy it.
And the
exactly. When you get commercial, it gets different. It gets. You got to also remember, there's old money out here. Anything that's tied to old money is not like
they want things to stay.
It's not, exactly.
It's so annoying.
We're in it right now. Look at America. You know, I'm like, it's a lot of old money running America right now, and the way things are moving, I'm like, I'm not no politician, but I'm just like.
Does that make you? Isn't there a part of you that's like, that's what art's about? Though?
Yeah, I want to be more rebellious, bro.
I like that you do.
That's the problem. Cool, I want to poke the bear. I'm like, hold on, I got ideas and concepts that I want to put on these walls, but not also to show respect to the business or the building owners.
Sure. Yeah.
I can't go too crazy. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to ruin that relationship, because it like also is not that serious.
Golden.
You said what?
Shower.
No, you said right. I was scared for a minute. I was like, oh God. It came out great, thank God.
I'm not painting any freaky stuff.
But he's like, but that's also the thing though. People is interpretation. No, it's just people's interpretation. Sometimes we don't have control over how people perceive it. And if I did, you never know. It could be a month or two, and I'm getting a call about it. You know what I mean? And it could be that simple. It would be unfortunate if we did, but you'll be getting a call from me, and I'll be letting you know, hey, either we switch it up, or you know what I mean, get rid of it, whatever, you know. But that's the unfortunate part about playing in those spaces that you don't own.
Sure.
You know, if we own the building, then it's different. I can talk my shit. Your neighbor's gonna be mad at you, but I've seen it many a time, so I still try to tread lightly. I'm not that big of a force.
It's in public.
I got some love, but it's also true. You want to be respectful. You don't want to, shake things up too much where you can't actually repair it, or there's no premise behind what you're trying to do. Like you're just out here fucking doubling down on nothing. Like what are you trying to push back on? So it has to have some kind of merit behind it, so
absolutely.
But I mean, we've been going on tangents, but
okay, so
it was the whole thing.
Spray and Play originally started just Blaze.
Technically, it was just
that was like the kind of like where that like
that's where the name came up. That's where the name was created.
Sprouted. Just the name, and that's still going on Thursdays, whatever.
Yeah,
but it moved. But you were like a foundational part of that name there.
Yeah. No, it was me. I came up with the name. It was the time where me and Price were popping up there a lot more. Price was definitely a part of that whole building that, and
we had fun times.
Right, and that's when I believe that's where I met you. I met a lot of artists that I didn't know, younger artists, or artists that I wanted to get into spray painting. So it was kind of cool because I had just got back into town. I was living in Denver, and then I had moved back that December, and then we started doing Spray and Play probably 4 months later.
Oh, you had just moved back?
Yeah. I was in Denver for 2 years. Yeah, I was gone out of this bitch because I don't know. I was just like, man, I like jumping around. I think I needed to still see things. I needed to get around black artists. That was one of the biggest things. Like I was the only black artist here.
Really?
So I've said this before on the podcast. I'm not gonna try to run through the whole thing again.
Talk your. This is your time. I wanted to make this to spotlight artists and get them to tell their stories. Bro.
Got you.
Yeah.
Fair, but yeah,
Cool.
A while back I was on a podcast and it was the first time that I realized. When I said it, I was kind of like, oh damn, like that. I never realized that. But we did the Black Lives Matters mural back in 2020 here. And they were inviting me over.
Was it just you or with other people?
Me, Muda, Clyde, Nyla, Madman, Ashley, and I think that was it. It was 6 of us.
Okay.
And they had reached out to me and was like, yo, we want you to get on this mural, da da da. And at first I was just like, damn, am I just doing that good? Like, I'm killing it. But 2020 was a good year, obviously. Like, it was a lot of activist art and it was a lot of black art. So,
yeah.
And I was just painting. I was just getting into portraits. And my portraits was getting nice. I was getting real good with it. So, and then when it hit me, I was just like, all right. I'm like, okay, your voice feeling some kind of way. All right, no.
First on the call list, let's go. Yeah, so, it's a good feeling.
And then I come and then, we do that, we knock it out. And then months later, there's other things still happening. And I start realizing, maybe years later, I realized it's like, oh, I think, technically it was years later is I realized when I had that podcast discussion and I came and said that, I was like, man, I didn't realize that they hit me because I was the only black artist out here. And so when I came back,
trying to think.
I'm like, still, Max is probably the only one that like, when it comes to spray paint and doing murals, like that was the only one doing it.
Yeah, okay.
Really at that time. Not saying I'm the first to ever do it out here, but I'm like to the magnitude to where it's like, yo, people are doing stuff in the neighborhood, in the community. There was no other black artists. So when they reached out to me, I was like, oh, they ain't had no one else to hit. So they hit me, and I was like, that's cool, I'll still take it. But then also realizing...
I'm trying to think, my buddy, dude, he does like the I'm so dumb, I can't remember his name. He does like the pixelated looking stuff. This guy, we had shows like early. He did one of them for Valley Metro too. Mm-hmm. He was at Third Rail.
The mere part that it takes us this long to figure it out.
No, because he's dope, dude. I love this guy. I got to shout out his IG right here because I was in early shows with him where we were getting our like art messed up.
All right, and before you get me canceled out here, I'm not trying to say there's no black artists, y'all. I'm just saying at that time,
I know what you mean.
I was popping off, I was doing stuff. I was familiar to the crew that reached out to me at the time, the people I named earlier.
Oh,
so, Color Bandit.
Color Bandit.
You talking about Jerome?
Gosh, Jerome.
But
I'm so close,
and I'm saying, but Jerome wasn't doing
murals. I've been inhaling spray paint all day.
But you gotta remember, that's the thing, doing murals. That's why I'm not trying to say canvas work. There's a lot of black people that do canvas work out here. That's why I'm like, I barely do canvas, so I can never try to claim that world or that side. I just knew that I was the only person that was doing street art as a black person.
100%.
And that's why I had left, and I was trying to find, people that look like me. I was literally, as I look back and think about it, I'm like, yeah, that's essentially what I was doing. Denver, I
just wanted to shout him out because I like that.
No, shout out Color. I literally saw him yesterday.
And I feel bad. My brain was tweaking, bro. But I just wanted to shout him out here.
Shout out my boy Jerome.
But I know what you mean.
I saw him yesterday at the Mercury game. That's my guy. Yeah. But no, and it was like I said, it was a while back. It was 2020. It was just a lot happening. Whatever. They hit me up. I came out here, did that, and then when I was on the podcast, I was just like, damn. I was like, I don't think I could leave Arizona again because I now realize that I'm the black guy that I was looking for. So if I feel like if I leave again, who's the other black artist that's gonna come up? Maybe if let's say Max, for example. If Max never met me, she would probably never spray painted. Maybe, we don't know, right? But that's like, she's one of those people that actually found me, talked to me and asked me questions and was like, I want to know how to spray paint. And most of the time we're always like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. Because we hear it all the time, but Max stuck to it, and we see Max now 4 years later, 5 years later.
From those days
like, shoot.
Just Blaze, and like now she has improved, like it is a crazy improvement.
Lot.
Like shout out to Max.
Shout out Max.
We'll put her IG here.
Yeah. And that's how Spray and Play started.
Yeah. Max
hit me and Nyla up. We ended up, she was like, I want to learn how to spray paint more, or I'm on practice, and I want, can you guys help me? Are you guys down? And I was like, I'm down. Nyla said yeah, so we went. It was just us three. It's about to get hot.
Good teachers.
It's no different than spray and play going into the summer, spray and play mural festival going into the summer.
Yeah.
Like literally, it was about to start getting hot. So we came out, we hung out, we painted. Nyla painted this fire piece that ran probably for like a year, damn near.
At Just Blaze?
Yeah, that's when we started. We had started using the term "freak it." You know, I was like,
that's where it started.
Well, that's what I put it on. That's where I said it, and you like learned about it. But I was like, go ahead and freak that. Go ahead and freak that piece because it's been there for a while. It's been running. Go ahead and freak it in the sense of go do something to it that like add to it.
Yeah.
Or do something like something clever, crack the skin, add water drops, whatever, do little things. But that's what we started to do. I thought that, and I think that was the cool thing about Spray and Play when we really all started to pop up and go and hang out there.
And it built like a group.
Yeah, it was a solid group. A lot of people that were learning. A lot of talented people that were just having fun, and that's why we would tap into, like, if you had a piece that was running for a long time, because it was good, usually if your piece runs, that means it's good. And then it was like, all right, we've been watching this shit for a minute.
In a day,
no, but that's the test in general. When you, like, when I would paint back in the day, when I went back home to LA, I was living out of my car and painting, I would go to Venice Beach and paint I would literally sleep in my car, wake up in the morning at Venice Beach and be like,
on those walls on the beach?
Yep, Venice Beach.
Sick.
I would go hit those walls.
That's dope.
Be painting on the beach side, bro, in sand. Like what? And that was my practice wall. So every time people were like, "Oh, I need to practice, bro."
Okay, we're just going into this then.
Yeah.
So where you were in Colorado. When did Venice come in? Was that in between?
That was before.
Coming back. Okay.
That was way before.
Let's take it back.
Oh,
let's take it back because I do
want
to talk more about Spray and Play, but we're already here. So I do want to talk more about that.
Wherever
that's
we're
like something I really want to talk about, but we're already here.
Yeah.
So let's just take it. Let's just take it back.
Let's take it. Take it back, y'all.
When did we're taking it back, backing it up. So when did you first feel like you were? Because I know you played like college football.
I played ball, yeah, my entire life.
Were you painting, or like when did? So you didn't paint. You didn't do. Like, were you like somebody that always sketched?
No. I probably sketched and doodled a little bit in high school, but never, not to no degree where it was like, oh, you're an artist or you should do this. Like, no. But I was also a football player. No one saw anything else. Like, bro, I didn't see anything else. No teacher saw anything. No friend. It was, nigga, you play football.
Okay.
And that's it. But I was nice. So that was the thing. I was that person that was like, oh, he gonna make it to the league.
And what position?
I was a running back. Yeah, I was fast, baby.
I knew that, but I just want to shout it out, bro.
Shout out to running backs. I still got that speed. If anybody need that problem, holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this guy, you say you don't go to the gym, and I'm like, damn, this dude. I go to the gym multiple times a week. I'm like, this guy could smoke me.
I don't. No more gym. Gyms are weird to me, bro. I'm part of team sports, and that's team camaraderie and team lift. We lift with our teammates. So that's it's such a different experience. You go to an EOS or any crunch, almost like
on your phone,
and then the energy in the space is just weird. That was like it's not the same, bro. That energy is not there where you like. All right, your homie going in. Ooh, all right, come on, bro. Lift that. Get it. Now it's like, all right, you did that. I'm going to get that too. Whatever, So
that's why I go with Chroma.
Yeah, there you go.
I like going with somebody else.
You got to go with somebody, man. It's better energy. It's better. Yeah, it's better flow.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so play ball, and then I started. I used to create I taught myself Illustrator in college. My brother had a clothing line. And he would ask me questions or ask me like, oh, what is this? How does this look? And he always be like, I'm like, these look terrible. What are you doing? And then I would give him feedback. Did you always have a good eye? I think that like for composition and like little things like that, I pick a solid eye for. But
because somebody was asking you for your opinion.
Yeah, well, and then but he wouldn't listen. I was like, why you keep asking me for stuff? And you don't listen. You don't take the advice. So. I got annoyed with him, and then I was just like, since I enjoyed it, and this ended up being my like getaway from football, because football, once you get to college, it becomes business. It's probably once you get to high school, it's probably business.
Even more now, so
now with NIL deals, it's way different. I'm scared for these kids because they're invested way earlier now. So
and you start getting the money, you're not as hungry, right?
I mean,
or maybe it makes you more hungry
if they get the money. Not everyone's getting it, you know what I mean? So. But it's just, nonetheless, that's a whole different ballgame. But when I was in college, that was my getaway. I ended up starting to like lean into doing, Illustrator and doing graphic design work.
Yeah.
But I didn't know any of this was art. I didn't think of it that way. It was just like street art or streetwear designs. So
For like t-shirts.
yeah.
And hats
So
and
I was
stuff.
like I said, I look at stuff, and he would never take my advice. So I got annoyed, and I was like, I'm gonna just start my own brand. And I just did it. And I had one in college. It was fun.
Sick.
It was
While you're
super
on campus
basic.
selling them.
Yeah. I would sell it to the homies. It
I
was
like the campus like little stores, or like you have like
nah,
the.
they got the trunk.
Oh really? Did at ASU? Did they have like the little like craft fairs or like that? Kind of like a First Friday.
I
but
would
there?
never take it that far. That was like it wasn't nothing like it was all out the crib. Like, I never, like I said, still football player. Never thought of any of that other stuff. Entrepreneurship, none of that was
Well,
even
that's
in
pure
my.
to start like that. Cause you're not
Bro.
like I got dollar signs. You're like I just like doing this.
I was just enjoying it, and that was the
Yeah.
beauty of it. That's why I was like, I still resonate with that energy. Like
we talk about that stuff a lot.
Yeah,
Of like
exactly.
that exact.
I'm
Essence.
like, I hate like everything's just for profit and da. I'm like, not everything needs to be sold. At the end of the day, all money ain't good money. Like, so like little things that I just live by type shit.
Yeah.
But
So you're making shirts.
I was doing shirts, whatever. But that was my first time doing graphic design work, and like I said, didn't realize it. And then fast forward, I get 2017, I find art. I find psychedelics, and I find art. But that's
Reggae rise up.
goodness.
We won't
Not
go into
fun.
that. We won't go into that.
Right now I feel like a punk. Like I feel like I can't do no psychedelics now. I'm like,
We
bro,
won't go into that.
what happened to
That
me?
was a rough day.
I used to go
Hey.
in, bro. I used to do LSD.
So how did that? Okay, those both came at the same time because those, people talk about like music was
LSD
influenced
first.
when people got into psychedelics, and art. Obviously, I mean, you see like Alex Gray, Chris Dyer,
Yeah.
obviously,
All the psychedelic artists.
inspired art. So like, which came first?
It was psychedelics first. My brother had put me on the psychedelics. Hopefully I'm not covering this up. My brother put me on the psychedelics, and that was it just opened the doors. So it was like, I started to allow myself to, lean into those different thoughts that I had. Like, your brain starts to expand. You're just like, you feel like there's certain ideas you have that you can't share with people, or that you're like, oh no, that's wrong. It goes against with
I feel that
how
all the
I was
time.
raised, right? But now I'm like, okay, now my mind is expanded, and I'm sitting here like questioning everything. Mm-hmm. And while I was questioning everything, me and my brother would have amazing discussions, deep diving discussions, and we watched videos on things that we thought about and just were curious about. So it was a fun time, and learned a lot, and just kind of reopened my mind to just new possibilities. Mm-hmm. And as that happened, I started to ask myself, what am I here for? What am I supposed to be doing? What do I want? Because I've always felt like I had a purpose with football. When you look, I lost football, didn't have that. I ended up finding construction. Construction was, doing its thing. Then I got to a point where I'm like, man, this ain't it no more. I was just in the wrong space with construction, so I got past that. I still love it. I still
Those
love
questions
football.
of like, what am I doing? Like, you can only answer that for yourself. Nobody can tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta either you make the shit up, whatever you do it. I don't know. Either we make it up and we just stick to it, or it's really a download and that's really what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know. We don't
But
have
at 3 a.m., that question's in your head. You know what I mean? You're
I
laying
feel like
there.
you just gotta whatever makes sense to you to make you feel better and keep moving in life is the answer.
Sure.
As long as you feel good. If you feel like shit, you chose it and it feels like shit, that's probably not the answer. It's
probably not the answer. Yeah.
But if it feels good and they're like, damn, I actually like it here.
Yeah.
All right, make another decision. I still like it here.
Was that the first time you had those thoughts? From taking like, psychedelics?
Well, it was just
Or
it got
profound.
I think it got heightened, and it just like I said, it allowed me to just question things more, and that's
Sure.
where it was like I think that's the part that mattered to me, where it's like, hold on, all this is I always thought a lot of this is stupid. One of my favorite movies is
Because football culture, I mean, it might be different now, but like it's kind of rigid.
it's
My
way
brother
worse.
played football. It was like very strict. Like you guys all watch each other's back.
Well, yeah.
Like maybe drinking
That's just-
is
I think
cool,
that's just
but
like that's team camaraderie.
psychedelics. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
you watch each other's back.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like
that's what you're doing on the field. If you can't watch my back in real life,
Yeah.
and I trust you to go, you say we're going to war every Friday or every Saturday.
Yeah,
And if I can't trust you out here, you expect me to trust you on the field where I
Yeah.
can literally get my head knocked off?
And I think it's
Bro.
good because you don't want people to go down the wrong path because you see there's plenty of examples of that.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? So having like a team, I think it did good for my little brother.
Yeah.
Was on football teams, and I think that was like
it's
really
great.
good. I was hanging out at the skate park, not the best influences. You know what I mean?
He was already doing the drugs.
Yeah, so it's like
He was already doing the D-rugs.
So yeah, so it's like that. I think that was a really great thing.
Yeah, no,
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean?
Football was definitely amazing, especially as the team. You learn how to be a team, how to be a team player. Like, and that's it. But
Yes.
there's also so many life lessons in football as well.
Yeah.
That's like, as an artist now, I be looking back and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to tie a lot of these into each other.
Yeah,
like
I kind of
people-
see you doing that a little bit too.
We'll get there. It's going. I always say, like, a lot of things are gonna happen. They're gonna get there when they get there. They're like, there's a lot of concepts and ideas that come to my mind that I'm still flushing out and learning to put together or how to convey. You know,
Yeah.
so.
That's the
but
hardest part.
as an artist, like, it becomes more of an art. Like, you're just like, hold on. I love to try to make it sneaky and be very artistic about it.
Yeah.
I really don't want to give you the answer straight up, to be honest. Sometimes I think it's fun.
So-
Are you going to care enough to catch what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because the straight up, this is just this, is not as cool as like taking the time to kind of like give what's in here, but give it with a little mystery.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, the
Sprinkle it
mystique.
in. That's
Yeah.
the hardest part of being an artist is getting what's in here out and not making it corny.
Just
or
being
like,
obvious, yeah.
So obvious.
Yeah, no, it's just a storytelling at its finest. So I want you to be able to get there, even if it's a singular piece. You know, murals, there's so much you could put in there if you do it right, especially if you're trying to tell a story or tell something through it.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's more of where I'm at these days is concepts and storytelling through a singular frame, like one frame.
Yeah.
It's not a whole movie, it's not a whole show, whatever. It's a one frame. Well, how much can I say through this one picture?
Absolutely.
With all the elements that I put in and next to each other and how you place it, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
But-
Okay, so you do the
Psychedelics.
you start art. Where does it go from there? Do you start like you were creating these t-shirts, you're with your brother. Where does it go from there? Are you still in Arizona?
No, so t-shirts were before. I ended up.
T-shirts were in college.
I ended up. Yeah. I'm in Arizona at this time. My brother ends up moving out here.
Graduated?
Who?
You graduated?
Hell no, I dropped out, baby.
Okay. So you're out of school.
College dropout, baby.
Hey.
No, yeah. So I'm out of school already. I'm 27 at this time. Yeah, I dropped out of school. 21, 22, not 22, I want to say.
Okay.
21, 22, whatever.
Yeah.
Early. I dropped out because I once I quit football, and that's a whole nother story in itself. I was like, all right, I'm done. And then by the time I find psychedelics and art or whatever, I'm 27, living here in Tempe.
27 in Tempe. Okay.
Yeah, so that's when it was like, this the rebirth to me, whatever, you
Yeah.
know. But it was like, I allowed myself to go and just search and check out art because I now realize that I am more artistic than I ever thought I was. But I started to go look at, I started going to museums. I remember this one interaction I had with
that's cool,
somebody,
bro.
this random dude, it was at the Mesa Art Museum. And this random ass dude, I forgot what the artist's name was, but it's a fire artist, hella details in his paintings, like amazing, just amazing work. I wish I remember his goddamn name.
That's
But-
how I felt earlier with
This dude, I
Color
also
bandit,
remember
dude.
now why I started to take on murals. I forget, I don't tell this story often.
Let's go.
Bro, I was tripping balls on Mill Avenue.
Okay. Substance unknown.
Tripping
been
balls.
life.
We were at the party, we were at the pizza spot right there off of Mill, and I think it's 5th or whatever.
I've had a lot of slices there.
But with the murals inside.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
I
I
think
remember
Lalo's got some
walking
in there,
in
doesn't
there. I think so. But
Yeah.
I remember walking in there. This I know nobody at this point. But there's an artist in there from LA. This girl, she went by San Warner. And I was like, I remember these little dolls she would do. She do these cute little girl, cartoony, like illustrated girls with big ass eyelashes. And she was a thing in LA at a point. Mind you, I wasn't like huge on art or wasn't huge on, but it's graffiti, you would see it, da-da-da. So I ended up, I'm tripping, I ain't seen it. Now I'm taken back. It's nostalgia hit. I'm like, I know this person, I look, but then I'm more just like, yo, how the fuck do they do this?
I remember that feeling too, bro.
I'm thinking, when you're tripping on anything, tripping on acid, particularly, that's an intense trip. I'm looking and I'm like, yo, like if we're here and I'm looking, I'm just like looking at the layers and the overspray and I'm like,
feels impossible.
exactly, I'm like, how the fuck do they do this? So that curiosity that's what got me to.
And how does somebody
go
trust
it.
you to paint on their walls? Like, where do you gotta? That seems like light years
that's a
away,
whole different,
right?
bro.
Seems like
I painted with spray cans for probably, well, how long? 3 years almost before I started getting paid. I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't. I was just having fun. Yeah. I was just having fun painting. I didn't even know. I never thought I'd be here. That's the other part.
Yeah, absolutely. I was happy if somebody paid me $20 for something that took me 20 hours.
I think it's such a better start for most artists. These days it's not the same. That's such a good humble start. Now people just want out the gate like, oh, I learned the lazy grid. I want to fucking get paid.
It's a business.
I want to get paid $5,000. I'm just like, all right, and you gonna eat all that up by trying to learn.
There's nothing wrong with making money.
There's not.
You know what I mean? But I know what you mean.
They also don't respect. They don't respect the work. They don't respect where it comes from. They don't even care about the history.
And get into painting houses, get into construction. You're gonna make way more money there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that part.
If you get into art to be like rich, you know what I mean? You're gonna be toast.
And that's the other part. Some people are gonna make that bread, but also, especially if you're not doing it right or you're not moving properly, how long are you gonna even be there? How long are you gonna be in the space?
You see it.
I've seen people come and go. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not worried about it. But nonetheless, where was I? I was at the pizza spot, looking at how the fuck they do that, bro. I went and bought spray paint.
Thank you for getting us back there.
I went and grabbed spray paint the next day. I was like, yo, because I'm already in this space of like trying to learn what art, like I'm excited by art right now, but I don't know where to go.
Were you just Home Depot?
And I went to, no. I don't know what I did. Because how did I find it? It's an art spot that had spray paint.
Oh, okay.
It was a Artorama, whatever the fuck it was called. Jerry's Artorama, is that a... You know, out in Tempe, off a mill. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I went out there and went to the spot, and they had all these different spray cans. I remember buying 3 different kinds.
It was so confusing when you start.
Bro, I have no clue what the fuck I was grabbing.
What the brands are.
Bro, I tell people all the time. I'm like, I grabbed a transparent purple.
Yeah.
didn't know.
I remember doing it.
It just looked cool.
It's a cool purple.
Wow, all right. I grabbed a Montana black. But it was like a primer. So they had like a primer. I was like, bro.
Oh, the big can.
No, it was just a regular one. It was a regular one, but it was labeled different. It wasn't like the normal cans. It wasn't just a black Montana. Yeah. And then I had a normal 94 of color. That was the only one that was a normal opaque.
Hey, 1 out of 3 is not bad for the start. I did way worse. You know?
And then I went and got a piece of plywood board from Home Depot. A 4x6 that was like an offcut that someone left behind. So I ended up getting it for free because I also worked there.
Yeah.
I used to work at Home Depot.
Oh, at Home Depot?
Yeah, I used to do that.
They had the purple paint on it for 75%
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm going to take this because this is basically going to be trash or whatever. Yeah. And then I put it on my patio and then I started trying to paint it and not primed it at all. So that's another part. Didn't prime it.
This takes so much paint.
Just sucking up all the paint. Now, you know what I mean? I'm not knowing nothing. It probably still took me like a year, maybe 2 years to realize, oh, the primer helps.
You got to prime.
Like, give you a proper, surface so where your paint's not getting sucked up through the wood or the material.
Yes.
Bro, I didn't know that for a long time, but I painted on this piece of plywood over and over. I could even show you that. I have them at the bottom of my Instagram. I don't take them off.
Should we throw it up?
My weak ass. Yeah.
Should we throw it up? Okay, we're going to throw it up right here.
I had like a Scooby-Doo. That was probably my first one. Prior to that, I was like, I started feeling like confident in my can control.
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I tried to do a Bob Marley portrait.
Sick.
Absolute garbage. Like, it's disgusting. It was all blue. It was like monochromatic blue. Terrible. What was I thinking? To think I could paint portraits 3 months in of just painting.
So just going for it though.
Always, bro.
Learning a lot.
Story of my life, bro.
And
just
caps?
do it. Yeah,
do you remember what caps? Were you using just like the black ones that come with it?
I rocked the stocks for a hot minute, to be honest. I was not trying. I always tell people too.
That's brave, dude.
I tell people to learn with stock caps. Bro. So once you take them off and you put on a skinny cap, bro, your can control is going to be immense. Like, you're going to be, oh, this is easy. Like, bro, I feel like I'm carving as you know what I mean? But
I remember I got this pack from Amazon. It probably had like 15 caps in it. And I was in my notes writing down, like, this one does this, this one does this. I don't use any of those caps to this day.
You don't ever really, bro. I use 2 caps. If I'm not fucking with the stock cap, just to fuck with it, I use a cream skinny now.
Yep.
And an orange hardcore fat. That's it.
Yep.
Or that hardcore fat, I'll try to use as much as I can. Mostly to make my fills. I'll have overspray galore on most of my pieces because I don't care until I gotta clean up.
I remember you freaking it with those 2 caps at Reggae Rise Up.
And that's it. Like I use the orange for speed, man. I'm trying to cover ground. I'm
You did that one quick. You were a day behind or so.
Yeah. And I still bang that bitch out. Yeah, like I paint fast because of my approach. And a lot of times it's fill, then I detail. I put my middle, and I usually do like a middle tone fill, and then I try to carve out my light source and my shadows as I go along. And then sometimes between there, at some point, I'm like, all right, I'm playing with my upper mids. Well, my upper mids, and my highlights, and then I'm playing with my mids, my lower mids, and then my dark tones.
Yep.
And that's where I'm building it out depending on what I'm painting.
Yeah.
And so that's usually how my process goes. And I usually, even like my black and gray portraits, it literally is only what I use black, white. I use black all the time. A lot of people are scared to use black because they're like, artists don't use black. I use black in murals and street art because the sun fucks with how you perceived it regardless. So when I use my black, it allows me to push things really back. And sometimes, you know, depending on where the sun is, it helps, you know, kind of identify those dark spaces more. Versus like, and then plus there's fade. They're gonna fade over time too.
In art.
But yeah,
you know what I mean.
And then I don't.
Don't use white. Don't use black.
I get it on.
Just find what you like.
I get it on canvases though. Like in canvas work, I see it, and I'm like,
there's merit to it.
You can't get like you pushing black sometimes. I'm like, oh, that actually ruined it. Like so, I get it. Like even certain things that I'm doing. Once you learn how to play in your subtleties, when I started doing the love note design that I do, the crumpled papered heart joint, and it looks like an actual crumpled up notebook paper, bro, that is a really small subtleties between grays, and they're all light grays. It's just a bunch of little light grays next to each other.
Once you unlock those colors,
when you put them and you put in things right next to each other, it hits so differently. And I'm like, that white, I don't even touch the white until the end when I do that, and then I know that I'm putting the white on. It's gonna make certain things pop.
Final highlights.
Yeah, and it was like certain areas I'm moving things forward and backwards every time. So yeah. Damn, I went on tangent.
Okay,
don't know where I went.
So you just figured out art. You're still in Arizona. When do you go to Colorado?
Man, I went to a lot of places before.
Okay, let's go.
So I was living in an apartment, painting on that plywood for at least 6 months, and then I get the urge to fucking leave. I was like, I'm trying to go back home to LA. Something was calling me back. I was like, I need to see street art in my hometown. I gotta go back home with these new fresh pair of eyes because I feel like I'm a whole different person. I look at walls differently. I look at art differently. I was just like, oh my God. Like I'm driving terribly because I'm always looking for art and nice walls, you know.
So the world has a new lens.
Bro, so LA has a new lens. I'm like, bro, I grew up here my entire life. I go back and
you've seen how hard it is to do those.
Murals how to paint it,
the letters.
I went out there, bro. I was in San Diego for a little bit, but I would go and I would just pull up on artists. This is the thing that I always tell people, even like now, us having a whole mural festival, and people like all the heads that hit me and always ask me how to paint, or if they want to teach, they want to learn, they want me to teach them, and they don't show up to these moments where it's like, this is the time you pull up. Come watch 8, 9 different artists paint with spray paint.
It's gonna be.
There's so many things you're gonna learn and questions you can ask, and you can ask many people instead of bombarding one person.
You're gonna get a way better answer than a DM.
And you get better and just more interaction. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you could be there, be in this space. Different styles. See how different people operate with them. But nonetheless, at that time I was going from San Diego to like Long Beach because the artist Saturno, I don't know if you know who Saturno is, and Woes, they were painting this piece on the back of one of like the art stores that was there. It was an art store that was known to have spray paint, whatever. I don't remember the name of it. It started with a G. But they were painting like, and bro, I would like drive up from San Diego. Mind you, I'm still living in my car. I'm just driving up from San Diego to go kick in and watch these dudes paint. And Woes was just hella dope. Older Asian cat from Hawaii. and he was just good people.
He was
good
just nice to you.
Chop it up. Bro,
that's what we're talking about. Don't be, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm looking at his work like, damn, this dude's dope too. It's this fire ass panda that he does, the illustration style that he does, bro. And you see his panda, you know it's him immediately. But you understand the style, you see his work wherever. But he's over there talking to me, watching with me, like, bro, I'm learning with you, because that dude's Eternal is so filthy.
That's a smart guy.
Bro, it was just like, and my interaction with him made me realize too, that it was just like, bro, you never can stop growing and learning.
That's a smart person.
For sure. Though.
People try to pretend I'm an expert at this, you know what I mean?
I gotta figure it out. Like, nigga, I do not have it figured out. I don't care what y'all think. I do not.
Truth, nobody does.
Right. Yeah. The real truth, right? Yeah. But he made it like cool for me to pull up. Like, he made me just feel comfortable, just like keep going. Because sometimes you'll pull up on people. And also, too, if the energy is not there, it's okay. That's not your people.
Sometimes
keep it pushing.
Having a bad day.
Or just like you can tell someone's having a bad day versus just like, oh, that's not your people. Like, or at least I feel like I can tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can tell. Sure. So Turno didn't really chop it up with me, but Woes did. I was like, Woes my dog forever. So
and the butterfly effect from that.
Yeah, and then it just kept going, bro. And so even that, like Long Beach has a mural festival that they have called Long Beach Walls. And I remember pulling up to that at one point in the time. I think Woes was painting, but I think my experience with Woes made me feel comfortable to even just go and do that.
Dope. Let's shout him out. We'll shout him out right here.
Definitely. Shout out the big homie Woes, man.
Yeah, we'll shout him out. He deserves it.
But then so it's like, and then I ended up meeting Sydney G. James. She's a female, black female artist out of Detroit that was painting in Long Beach. Oh, okay. First time out there. Love you, sis. she had a terrible time out there, but I remember coming across her and it was just like, this is the first black female artist that I'm meeting that's painting big, and she don't use spray paint. She wasn't spray painting. She was rolling and brushing, and she's doing this big black woman on one. I was just sitting there like in awe, because not only am I seeing it happen, it's a black woman doing it from Detroit that got that energy. This is like, and I feel like my auntie. She feel like my sis, like.
Yeah.
And I remember yelling at me at some point. I don't remember what, but it just I felt so comfortable. I was just like, I would have never got this in Arizona. I wouldn't have, but I still love it. I love it here, y'all. I'm here for a reason. I do love it here, but it was an experience.
And you're making it here, you know, like people are making it here now.
I'm trying, like man. I hope me, Max, and Antoinette, and the homie Sheree, Jerome, like, you know what I mean? If we just need more activity. I think we need more black artist activity in general. That's a whole nother discussion. But we working on things. But nonetheless, She was a good experience. Like meeting Sydney G. James was a good one. And then I met a bunch of other artists through that mural festival. But see, that was like those first experiences for me of mural festivals and seeing how they do it and how there's walls all over the city that they're, orchestrating, and there's a map and you can go check them all out. That's the goal for me. I'm like, the Valley is big, bro.
Yeah.
The Phoenix is big alone. Then we could do it in each different city. Like, we don't need to be like, oh, only in Phoenix. They don't need to monopolize the concept of a mural festival. We got enough walls. There's enough action. Enough muralists that want to paint walls. I don't, what I mean? Like, we got to figure out the way. That's, like I said, that's my balance. Y'all niggas can have all the goddamn corporate commercial joints. I only need a select few. I don't need every single one. And I want the fun ones personally. So it's like, if I could get one, cool. That's putting money in my pocket, and I could, continue being an artist a little bit more comfortably. But if I got to struggle through it, I will. I'm okay with that. Like, I realize I don't need much money to stay afloat, to be happy. I'm like, bro, I'm living real minimal right now, and I've actually enjoyed it. Because I'm not great with money. I was fucking that shit off when I was making hella bread. Like, I was partying my ass off or buying tools. But also those tools come back full circle. So
there's this story of this fisherman, and this guy comes up to this businessman. He comes up to him. I'll make it a short story, but he comes up to him and he's like, "Do you enjoy your life?" He's like, "Yeah, I fish, I get to hang out with my family at night, blah, blah, blah.
I know
I'm
what
enjoying
you're
it."
talking
He's
about.
like, "Dude, you can make this into such a big business."
Yeah, I know.
And blah, blah,
I
blah.
just heard that
you
today.
You can monopolize it. You got to move to another country, and then you could ship,
he said, and then what?
Export,
and then what?
And he's like, and then you can enjoy time with your family and do what you want.
And just all the things, he said all the things that he's already doing. I was like, yo, such a good proverb. Like, yes, that's exactly, probably not proverb, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like, that's exactly it. Like, people really will do all these other things And it was just to get back to what it originally could have been.
And to waste all this time. And if you want to go that route,
go
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
But like, if you're,
don't try to push it on anyone else. Like if they're doing something wrong with their life, that's the part where it's like, bro, if you chilling in your life and you actually making ends meet and you're actually enjoying life, bro, that person's winning. Like the stress is.
There's so many rich people, businessmen,
they ain't never happy.
That are never happy.
I'm like, bro, that's what it's about? Then do you, baby girl? Well, that's not what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Like that's why. That's it. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I don't need all this, bro. I'm chilling. Like, I used to think too, like, oh, I feel bad. I'm not doing enough. Well, this is the other part. I'm a Jamaican. I'm a child of Jamaican parents. I'm the first generation here.
Yeah.
And that's another part where it's like you feel bad if you're not working hard enough or doing enough to be able to send money back home.
Oh,
and my mom has been back.
Thing?
Yeah, if anybody has immigrant parents, I feel like they can understand or relate.
Sure.
So my mom has been back in Jamaica since I left high school. She was gone before I even graduated high school. Back in Jamaica. Yeah. She got deported, but she was back. And she never came back, never really told me anything. So I was just like, damn, she just disappeared, didn't come back. I didn't see her again until like 15 years later. But I had to go to Jamaica. I finally had enough bread and saved up enough and was making enough that I was able to go to Jamaica and actually go see her and hang out. But I'm okay with that. Like, I'd rather be in Jamaica.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It seems like an awesome place.
It's a great place.
I like the life.
You know what I mean? It's a lot slower, chilling. I'm like, bro, I would love that. If I could just paint and just, do my thug this out there, that'd be great. We're not there yet. But yeah, that was like there's that part of being like an immigrant child or a child to immigrant parents. It's like, damn, like, if you're not doing enough, you're not sending money back, you suck. You're not doing
Really?
So there's that part that hurdle you have to get at. And once I got over it, I was kind of like, it helps me realize it's like, bro, she gonna figure it out. She's fine doing what she's doing. All her money just goes into building out her house. A lot of time people, at least in Jamaica at least, they just have homes on land and their money just goes to building this house for like 20 years. They've been building this house forever. That's their whole thing. And I'm like, that's normal to them. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But I also love that too. I'm like, damn, like she's building it for her kids.
Yeah.
So I technically have a crib in Jamaica. Hopefully, shit don't get too corrupt out there. It's always something going on. But yeah, like that's super dope. But like I needed to get over that hurdle to realize that it's okay. It's okay. Like nigga, I don't need to be overly killing myself trying to be in a hustle culture, trying to do this and take care of this person, that person. Just take care of you, man. Like nigga, she gonna take care of her just as and help out when I can. When she hits me and I got bread, go ahead, 100, 200, boom, take that.
But if you lose yourself in that like hustle culture stuff, you can't help anybody, even yourself.
After the time you stressed out and sitting there trying to hustle more, and nothing's ever enough. Yeah, that's the part. Like it's like, when is it enough?
Exactly.
That's what that thing. He's like, and then what? And then you can relax and fish and hang out with your kids. I was like, bro, what? That was so good though.
It was.
You got to put that. I just saw that video. Maybe I'll send it to you and you can get the whole, put the like on here or something. Put the whole like story.
Was it on Modern Wisdom?
No, podcast? I saw somebody post about it on Instagram.
Okay,
yeah, it was just a random reel. Literally today, I was like, I was in there like,
yeah, bro, it puts into perspective, like, what you're doing everything for. You can get lost in like, what am I doing? This somebody else's dream? Am I doing what somebody on Instagram told me I need to do?
Exactly, no, bro. And then Instagram, like, bro, that's a whole nother
you gotta
fucking
hustle,
world.
grind. Maybe this guy's in $50K of debt. He's like, you gotta hustle, wake up. It's like, you do.
More than that, bro.
You got six kids and you've just like screwed your life over. It's like, well, you gotta hustle.
I'm not even mad at OPM, other people's money, leveraging other people's money. That's being in debt. But if you doing it, if you know how to do it right. A lot of us don't know how to do it right, and it's okay, bro, including me. But that's something like, if I ever want to get to that position, that's a game I want to play. Then I would like learn to try to do it right.
Yeah.
Most of us just sitting on consumer debt and not doing it right at all. Like you're like, bro, what? You're just setting yourself up for fucking failure. So
yeah.
But all right, where were we at?
So you're in LA or you're in Long Beach.
Doing like,
At
I
the
ain't even
mural
made it back
festival.
home yet. Yeah.
So what do you do after that? So you're going to those mural festivals. You're like, you
met
met
a
some
lot of
cool
people.
artists.
Was inspired seeing the art at a large scale that is super dope, different, etc.
Yeah.
But then we finally get to the point of getting back to LA, and that's when I lived out of my car, and I'm painting Venice Beach daily. But it's like those experiences inspire me. Seeing Saturno, I can't wait till you see his fucking work, bro. You're gonna be like, Saturno, bro,
Saturno.
white boy, European cat, boy, cold.
Hell yeah.
Filthy. Talking about freaking some shit. That
He's
boy,
freaking it?
That boy, that boy freaking his pieces, bro.
Sick.
But,
All right, we'll put it up right here.
Yeah, we'll put them up. But I got out there and I started just practicing, bro. And even that, like, remember we talked about like seeing if your piece will ride, see how long your piece will run.
Yeah.
Like that was the ultimate test, was to see how long your piece would ride.
Oh, on those beach,
especially at Venice Beach, bro.
spots?
Your shit would get covered within an hour.
Yeah.
There'll be a time that you could paint some shit, walk away from the wall, get your
guy-
photo done, and somebody is right behind you
Yeah.
buffing it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like, now it's a whole crew of motherfuckers, and you ain't gonna say shit. It's a whole crew of
Yeah.
motherfuckers about to do a whole crew piece,
Yeah.
full production. You're like, all right, damn, nigga, you got it.
Yeah.
But no, you wouldn't, like, either way, it's never that serious, because that's what the wall's there for.
Yeah.
Your shit's gonna get covered. At some point, one point or another, that's part of the culture, and it's okay.
Yeah.
That's the practice wall. That's the point of it. This is where you level up. Now, if you just here doing the same old bullshit, then you're an idiot. That's your fault. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Come
Get
here to
covered
try
quick.
to level up and do some shit that's new or different for yourself,
Yeah.
or that people haven't seen. And then
Yeah.
it's like, when your shit ride, I remember doing a Spider-Man piece during when the Spider-Verse came out.
Oh,
the
yeah,
first one,
Multiverse?
Miles Morales, the first
Yeah.
one. When the
I
first
love
one
that
came
movie.
out, I
Me and
painted
Daisy
him.
watched that a few times.
Bro, it's fire. I own that shit. I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
But even that, the way they shot that and the artists behind that movie, fire, bro. They killed that. But I remember painting him and Miles Morales on that. Did a Miles Morales piece. It was probably one of my favorite. I was like, man, I did background. That was like a full production. I was like, oh, I'm really going in. Like,
Yeah. One you were really proud of.
very, very proud, bro. And it ran for like 2 weeks.
Sick.
Granted, it rained a lot at some point around there.
Hey,
but
who's counting the rain?
I was like, damn, like it's still out there. So that was one of those pieces that I was like proud of and like felt good. It made me feel like, okay, I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing now.
Yeah.
You know, there's always benchmarks. I remember before I even left, I was still on my patio. I remember doing a Wolverine, and it was on there, and I was like, man, I would always scale things up to try to get more details. So it would be like, it won't be his full face. It would be like zoomed in, so I could get more detail work and practice those little things with the cans.
Yeah, because doing small stuff with spray paint.
You know,
like,
it's gonna look shitty. Yeah, especially if you're not that good.
if you're
you
new,
won't.
it's like impossible.
It's rough, right?
Yeah.
It scares you off.
Some of this stuff.
That's how it goes. You gotta learn, right?
Yeah.
But I remember doing that Wolverine, and I was like, oh yeah, like it was a benchmark, right? There's always benchmarks that we all kind of have, or we remember that. It's like, oh look, it's done.
Hey.
But you know, those benchmarks, so that was another benchmark. And then where did I go from there? I was in LA for a little bit longer. I ended up coming back. And this is another funny part. Whenever you leave, it almost felt like I was from Phoenix. The way when I came back and the love that I got. And it was just like, damn, because I had already acquired a Phoenix art community that, you know, because I started here, so I already know a bunch. We had, we skipped Unexpected Gallery. It was the spot that's right across the street that we talked about a little bit.
Yep.
That's where I would go every Taco Tuesday. And shout out Mikey B. He was hosting that. That was kind of like
Mikey B.
That was my introduction to being around our spray paint artists and graph heads and all that. Here are he's so stupid.
Mikey B's always been super cool to me. I like
the homie,
that dude
man.
a lot. Dude.
That's the homie. But that was the spot that I got introduced to a lot of people. And I had my little art community here. I leave. I'm in LA. I acquired a little bit of an art community out there as well. Like I had like one or two people that I knew, and then I started to like hang out with them and meet other people. Yep. So I still got some peeps out there, you know. Shout out to them.
Yep.
But then I came back here, and it was like I said, it's like one of those like when you leave your hometown, and then you come back, and everyone's just like, oh man, like you did it. I was getting so much love, and I was just like, I didn't even do anything. I felt that's how I felt. Like
it's a good feeling.
But I was still posting, and I was just doing stuff. So you know, like I think people still saw my journey.
Do you remember?
2018.
Okay.
It's still 20. It's still fresh. I'm still less than a year of an artist. I came back that summer. I wasn't gone too long. Ended up coming back. Ended up fucking painting at Gold Rush. Mikey B put me onto that, like
the music festival,
the music fest, and that was the first time I painted at a festival, and I thought that was a big deal, right? Another benchmark. Yeah, I remember like just being
that seems so crazy,
but it's like, remember just going to festivals and just like being doing Molly or whatever, having fun partying. And I remember being there, like, man, I would love to paint one of these.
Yeah.
And so then I come back and I get the opportunity and I'm like, oh,
it's so
shit.
crazy.
Like, damn, bro, like I'm now painting, I wanted this is so dope.
Yeah, bro.
Ended up taking on a tattoo apprenticeship.
Oh.
I was just curious, just trying to do stuff, just trying to grow. And
that's a hard world.
Someone pitched that idea to me and I was just like, fuck it, I'm down. I'll do the tattoo apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And that, went for a little bit, did not succeed at that. I didn't even really care for it that much. But it never got to the point where I was really tattooing. I was so impatient. And I was
a lot of drawing.
And I'm already like, I don't understand like how this works. Like, cause I'm already kind of gaining notoriety, I guess you could say, as a spray paint artist. So I'm just like, bro, and I'm self-taught there.
And spray paint, you can go over stuff. And tattooing, shouts out to tattoo artists.
Yeah, no, shout out to tattoo. I'm like, hey, I stepped back. I was like, you know what? It's not for me. It's such an intimate goddamn like practice in general. You're in a space on someone's body for hours. I'm like, you know what?
Oh shoot, I messed that up.
I don't think this is for me.
Bro. Yeah.
So I ended up not doing it, getting out of that. And then what ends up happening then, I go visit my homegirl in Denver.
Okay.
Because she hits me up, talks about Crush Walls. She's like, oh, you'll love this. You need to come check out Crush Walls. Blase. I'm like, this is probably 2019 at the time. So I spent some time back here in Arizona, and then comes around. I'm like, all right, I was like, all right, I was here. I feel like I still gotta leave, I guess. I don't know. But I was just like bored. I needed something.
Yeah.
But she hits me with this. I go check out Crush Walls in Denver, and I'm blown away, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this kind of community, this many artists. There's like this lineup. This lineup is over 100 artists. And it's graph and it's mural artists, it's street artists, however y'all want to fucking say it. It's a mix. You got the graph heads, you got the street artists, you got the muralists, whatever. And I'm just saying, but there's big ass names too. You got El Mac. El Mac is out there doing pieces. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? You're familiar with El Mac out here? Okay.
Yeah.
But shout out El Mac.
Shout out El Mac. He doesn't really need my shout out.
Yeah, he does not. He does not.
But, yeah, that's a legend.
Legend, local legend out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I go out there and I'm just blown away by the experience, the people, the art community, and I probably went back to Denver within that 4 months. I probably went back every month, once a month, because I met so many people, and then they were like, "Oh, I got an art show coming up. You should come back out. Oh, I got this coming up. You should come back out." Dude. And I literally would just keep going out, and I was just like. Then I got to a point.
Denver's cool too.
Denver's dope, man. It's not the same, man. I'm telling you, it would never be the same of what that experience was.
Oh, really?
The 2 years that I was there, right before I left, a lot happened. Somebody got canceled. 2020 happened, bro.
Was that cancel culture? Like,
cancel culture.
That was at the heat.
Swallowed somebody
up.
That
was at the height.
He was the dude that started the mural. Let me shut up. But I mean, I guess it's out there. It's out there. Something happened, and it kind of dimmed the light on the whole community.
Yeah,
it ruined the space for everybody, because then it was, bashing, and people. The news got involved. They tried to reach out to me about it. I was like, bro, I don't even know these people that well to be just trying to. You trying to insert me into something that ain't even my business, but
yeah.
And then it turned out it wasn't what it was. I don't know. A lot happened, and I was just like, bro, that sucks, because it really did like ruin the whole culture that was really like fermented and growing there.
Dang.
It was super fire.
Substantial evidence and somebody actually did something, yes, get that guy out
for sure.
But if it's just you know what I mean,
it just got messy so fast, bro. I was like, I don't even know what's happening, bro, but also keep me out of it, bro. But I'm also gonna pay attention, cause I'm never that sleazy guy doing any of that shit. But I was like, I heard some other things, and then I'm like, you just gotta just be a good person.
Sometimes there's smoke, there's fire. fire.
Shout out the brand, Be a Good Person, based out of Denver. I used to wear, I'm wearing this here right now, Be a Good Person shirt.
Let's go.
I wore their clothes all the time, especially out there, man. There was a black-owned clothing brand that had a great fucking message that I was like, bro, I can't do nothing but stand behind this. When I found out they were black, I was like, nah, hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Y'all niggas own this? Oh. But no, they was also just hella good people. The brand was fire. Yeah. They was very embedded in the art culture out there, art scene out there. Bro, it was so magical, bro. Those years still have yet to anything to experience anything close to it. I'm just like, but that's like my goal. Like,
is that what your kind of goal with Spray and Play is like bringing some of that there?
That's
like,
just I feel like that's damn near just my life goal right now. Like,
what was that feeling there? Like, was it a certain time in your life that was just perfect, or was there actual, like, what were some like key things?
Everything there was just triggering on all cylinders. Everything was just in alignment, playing well. That mural festival, they had about 10 different mural festivals going too. So it was like there was work for a lot of people. A lot of people were busy. Everything was just firing off on all cylinders, bro. That's the only way I can put it. Like,
so people
artists were popping off. A lot of artists were coming into town. Artists that came into town were loved. Like, it wasn't like, oh no, what the? I feel like sometimes we have that here where it's like, why y'all got the outside artists? I'm like, bro,
I don't like that at all. Bro.
I think we should have all of that. Like, I think that's what makes things dope. And like,
shout out Curtis, Theo,
Curtis, all of them, bro, man. Right, out of state.
I enjoy meeting people, man.
Exactly, but that's what builds a healthier, even like artist community. Because I feel like there were so many different peeps that would come out and be in those spaces with us, facilitate, draw, create art out there. So you're almost always inspired.
Yeah, you can always learn something.
You're just like, it was always something going on, and that was it. A lot of art shows, like it was just hitting.
Yeah,
I would say it was probably like fucking Roosevelt Road in its heyday when I started painting in 2017 and I met Antoinette for the first time.
Oh yeah!
Shout out Antoinette. We just shouting out everybody.
Shout out Antoinette right here.
I know too many people. We gonna be out here just shouting out everybody all goddamn day. Shout out Breeze too, big homie. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Breeze.
Breeze is one of the people that made me really feel comfortable. Like I would always ask him about mural festivals out here, and I'm just like trying to get him to help me and pull him out of retirement. Yeah. But I'm like, now that I got one on the belt, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to Breeze and ask him how we could get a big one, get this mural. I talked to him one time. He said,
some dope stuff.
If it's big enough, he would come out of retirement. I'm like,
oh, he doesn't paint no more?
No, out of hosting mural festivals.
Oh, got you.
He used to host one back in the day. So I was like, he said if it's big enough, he'll come. Remember you said that, Breeze? All right.
Okay.
I'm coming for you, Breeze. Hey. We're gonna host. We're gonna put on a fire ass mural festival. I believe it. It's gonna happen.
If you build it,
they will come.
Yeah, bro.
All right, where we at? All right, we on tangents.
Okay.
Got me drinking and talking. That's what happens. I'll talk your goddamn ear off.
Okay, let's break it up real quick. Let's break it up real quick.
This nigga got games? Oh, my goodness.
Let's go. All right, bathroom break if you need a bathroom break.
Things can evolve, bro. That's the thing. It's just like, you can get stuck in like trying to be perfect. And that's like, I literally look at everything that's painting now, bro. Like the way I start my paintings, the way I paint a whole mural, it's very similar. Like I'm literally, bro, I'm a messy painter. Well, I mean, you see the helmet one I just did, bro. I literally just started laying down. I need to put paint where it ain't. It's just start getting it going, and then I just feel like something's getting done.
Get into it.
And now it's like, then I get in the flow. The moment I'm like, and when I'm cooking and I'm really there, bro, nothing else matters. I'm here now.
Just get into it.
I just gotta
figure it out.
Force myself into it, and once I'm into it, I'm like, this is what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And you just you're in it, and now these details this year, I'm taking my step back. You don't think about the sun. You don't think about how many times you went up that fucking ladder. Bro, nothing matters, and it's just you're in it, and I'm just like, bro, this is beautiful. I love it every time. I'm like, there's no better high, bro. And you're sober as fuck. There's no better high. It's just like, I don't drink when I paint. I don't do much of anything when I paint.
Yeah.
That is the fucking high for me. I'm like, bro, this is blissful. So
just jump into it, and we're gonna figure it out.
That part. All right, what we got here, player?
All right, let's do this. So spin this wheel, my friend.
Oh my god.
Spin this wheel, my friend. So this is an exercise that I'm trying to, what we were talking about, like fleshing out ideas. So often, you know, like you paint, if you do this for whatever you want to call it, a job, or you do this for a while, you kind of get past that, like, it's hard to sometimes just doodle stuff, you know what I mean? And just for no reason. So I wanted to kind of make a exercise here, and it's not perfect. I honestly want to bring in like, have like an option for like spray paint, for even like, for like oil pastel, for water, a bunch of different options. But for right now, we got Expo markers, and that's just kind of what what I've stuck with.
Got you.
So this, and we're just doing 60 seconds. So I had this wheel, my skateboard wheel. Bro, every single time it ends on 60 seconds. So it's like kind of useless. And it's a shout out to Red's Bearings. Best bearings in the world.
Shit just keeps going.
It just keeps going.
Keep rolling,
so I'm like,
rolling.
Even though I took time making that, it looks like shit, but even though I took time making that. Okay, so we're just gonna go 60 seconds. Spin this wheel and see what we're gonna draw in 60 seconds. And this is kind of just, there's a bunch of different options on here: a hand, a weed, a face, a tag.
I gotta draw these things. Okay, got you.
Self-portrait, perfect circle. I gotta change these at some point, but for now, it is what it is.
What is it?
An eye.
An eye. Wow,
Yeah,
that's funny because that's something I can do. But also, there's an eyeball in here I can actually.
Mine have been 100% the worst.
Your eyes or everything?
All of them. All of them.
They be looking
have been
crazy.
Like, oh, bro, they've been the worst.
Little bug-eyed shawty.
My hope for this is that like something comes where like somebody does, because like some of them I've done like just do one line, you know, and it just like gets you out.
One-liners.
It gets you out of like your like comfort zone.
Yeah,
Let's do a one-liner on this one.
Okay.
And it just gets you out, and like maybe there's something that like, my hope is that something clicks, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take that into the future. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. One line. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this idea needs to get fleshed out because it's not the best for video. You know what I mean?
Right, true. You need a camera up here.
I know.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of improvements I need to make, but
I'm like, I couldn't even think. That 60 seconds got me over here overthinking, especially one-liner.
I know.
I was like, yeah. I was like, what do I need?
Hey, there we go.
I needed the bottom joint. Oh my god.
There we go.
That was terrible.
There we go. All right, let's show it. We got just
terrible in the red.
We got mine. Mine looks like absolute trash.
They both look trash.
Hey, but maybe there's something. Maybe there's something.
That's true. I feel you on that. That's the beauty of like sometimes just doing sketches. I don't sketch at all.
Bro,
but
you stopped it.
I do a lot more. I've been doing a lot more like what is it, graphic design stuff and
like
just digital Procreate stuff. Like so I've been back on my Illustrator and all that. Like I just did Juneteenth. I did this shirt last year for Juneteenth.
Sick, you made that shirt?
This is last year's design, and I went very graffiti-esque with it. I'm not no grapher. Don't I know I'm a toy. I get it. I know. Giovanni,
me too, bro.
Just
That's
a
why
toy.
I don't claim that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a toy, man.
But,
I paint murals.
Right, and then
not a graffiti guy.
And then I did one. So I do it every year now. I'm like trying to keep that going as like my part of my contribution to the event that happens every year because this is through Goodyear, the city of Goodyear.
The Juneteenth event.
Yeah. So
Sick.
I'm a part of the planning committee. So I'm like, all right, I do that in a mural. And so I'm trying to always like do a little bit more on the graphic design side because I enjoy it. And I'm like, so this last, like I want to say the last couple of weeks, like last month at some point I had to do a bunch of little designs and graphic design stuff for patches and for stickers and stuff. So and I also do my own stickers. So like I enjoy
I've seen you
continuously doing those little illustrative things or designs to like play off or balance off my mural or my realism.
Yeah, kind of switch it up.
Yeah, keep yourself, kind of doing other things like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like you might catch something out of there that's like, I like how I do this. Like I've always was a fan of the little the little swivel, like the scribble kind of style.
Yeah.
And the last mural I
like
just
Dr.
did,
Seuss, like the little.
well, it's like the graffiti. It's the graffiti little like, and it's just like I don't know if there's a name for it, but
You
it's
know
just
that
like a
guy
little.
Bear?
Bear?
He's like an artist in, I believe, LA. Don't screw me up on this.
I don't even
Maybe
know.
San Francisco, but his style is like super loose.
Gotcha.
Dope stuff.
Oh, well,
Like,
see, I
it's
wanna
crazy
do-
to just be like, do you know this one? You know what I mean? It's like there's so
One
many.
grapher, bro?
Yeah, so many, but he does dope stuff.
I mean, unless it was Jax. Everyone knows Jax. Shout out
Everybody knows
Jax.
Jax. Shout out Jax.
But no,
Legend.
what was I about to say? So, yeah, no, it's like I do my realistic rendering, and at some point, I stop. And there's certain elements or certain touches that I'm like, okay, I can put this little like squiggle on top, or just add texture, and this can become now my voice or my style, right?
Yeah.
It started to become more into my style. So the way I do certain shines and certain like little flare-esque kind of hits on my pieces, it's that at a certain point, like I do 80% realism, and then I start to like go loose or start to do certain things to like, I want to play here. I don't ever go
freaking.
Put my own, you start freaking it. Yeah, you just start freaking it. Like, all right, I'm doing little things that just feel normal, and it's like a part of the flow. It's no longer me looking at my phone doing this.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. How can I get away from not looking at my phone for the most part?
That's what I'm like trying to do.
That's literally the best part.
But I haven't quite hit it on the target
I mean, it's gonna take time, baby. It's gonna take time.
But my hope is like that I can show cool artists, like my friends here and people here. There's so many cool artists and like comedians. We were talking about this earlier about like that there's not many like artist shows, like especially in Phoenix. Like I don't know of many just in general. I know of like artists that have like YouTube channels, but like comedians, there's like a world of like they all have podcasts. They all like go on each other's and stuff like that, and it's like cross promotion and like you get to learn about these other art forms, like these artists in this art form, and like hear their personality, see like, and it attracts you to their art. So I'm like, there needs to be something like, at least I was like, I think there should be something like that in the art world.
I mean, I don't know what the best route is. I definitely had a concept myself when podcasts were first popping off. My homie tried to put me on.
Yeah, podcast's not my original idea.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, but I did have a dope ass podcast concept. I was like, ooh, this would be cold. It'd be very much more long format. It would be, kind of like this, but it would be more mic'd up, and we would be actively doing something. It was I'll throw it out there. Maybe someone could take
like
it.
actively painting and stuff?
But yeah, it was like you would actually interview while collabing. He did do one, and it was close to what I was thinking. I was like, but I wanted to do it to where, because I have so many artist homies in vast and different industries. Yeah, that's the one thing. I feel like a lot of artists don't have like artist homies in other spaces. I'm like, bro, I got DJ homies, rapper homies. Like I have an extensive, relationship with a lot of different artists from different mediums. So it's like, I was like, man, what if I did a collab? So that was the thing. It's like I'm doing a collab with you while I interview you, and I was like, that sounds dope. And I was like, but I was like, that shit sound like a lot of work. That shit sound like a lot of work. And I was like, if anybody wants to steal it, go ahead and steal it.
Bro,
but
and
I wouldn't want to do it. I couldn't, like, podcast is cool, but it was like, as I did it with my homie, I was like, I don't want to do podcast. Like, I don't want to, but I also don't want to podcast. Like, I don't want to be on the screen like that. You only, the best experience
well, I appreciate you coming on this.
Well, no, I'll pop up like every here and there. That's just like an interview. Like I'll pop up here and there, but I'm not gonna overdo it. This you what I do every week or every whatever. You know what I mean? I was doing it with the homie, and I was like, nigga, this is a lot.
It's a lot.
I didn't even care for it. After shit we was talking about, I was like, y'all niggas is talking about regular shit that's happening every day, and I don't pay attention to the news. I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So I'm like, only time I say something when art's being mentioned, I'm like, ha ha ha. Yeah. Say some dumb shit about art. I'm like, ha. And then I'm like, all right, I'm back here. But
no, it is a lot. You start getting like, I'm like grassroots here. I got one camera. You start getting two in. I'm like, that's out of my pay grade. I gotta start YouTubing stuff. Be like, how do you use two cameras?
Bro. And then they have a whole setup to how you download it and edit it, and
it gets a lot more. And hopefully I'll get at least 2 cameras.
Yeah, hopefully.
One day, right?
Hopefully.
But
We'll
we'll
see.
see.
I have so many cameras, right? We'll see. I made my investments. I got a nice little fucking Canon, a solid Canon.
Oh, yeah.
What do they call
Like a
it
Rebel?
now? It's not even. It's better than a Rebel.
Like
I have one Rebel. It was a fucking DSLR, but now they're electric. What are they? Digital camera.
Yeah.
So that's it. But see, I remember DSLRs. Like I have an old one, and then I bought a digital one and tried to learn the difference. I was like, okay, I kind of get it, but I couldn't break it down to you. That's it.
Oh,
But what I was gonna say is that, like, for me, bro, like, podcasts are cool, but your best time with me is gonna be in real life. That's it. Like, I show up better in real life, bro. Like, I'm not a camera person, and it's like, if I am on camera, it has to be like someone just randomly following me with a camera, and then you're gonna get the genuine moments of me. You're not like, you know, they'll be like, oh, do that again. Nigga, I'm not doing that shit again.
Let's do a skit.
Maybe sometimes I'll do it again. If it was super funny, I'm like, I'll do it again. But I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's moments you're never gonna capture unless you're just rolling footage on me all day. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, that's one thing I learned. I'm like, you can't actually enjoy me. I'm an in-person person. I'm like, people enjoy me.
You got a good energy.
I'm like, and I love it. I love being around people, but this is just me.
Yeah.
I can't even fake this or do anything. But I'm like, but if you think I'm gonna start doing this shit on like, and then have to be on camera all the time, and then it starts to take away from the authentic version of who I am. And I'm just like, it's not it. It's not the same. It's not the same experience, I guess you could say. But
I feel that.
Yeah.
So when you were doing it, you were like, this isn't.
Yeah, it was just not for me. I was just like, bro, I don't even like I said, they were just talking about like popular culture things that's happening. I was just like, I don't even pay attention, bro. So I have no input.
I'm not like political, like,
I don't know what's that. I catch some shit here and there, bro, and that's it.
Same, bro.
I don't want it over all day, every day, hearing about all the things, negatives, bad, whatever.
Me and Daisy watch Love Island. We watch some YouTube stuff.
People love Love Island right now, bro. That shit's insane to me.
I watch skateboard stuff. I watch art stuff. Some sports, some UFC. I don't watch. I'm not the guy for that type of serious stuff.
I told you,
I'm not the guy for that.
I watch movies and TV shows because I'm like, I love storytelling.
Yeah.
I'm just like fascinated by how someone puts a story together now. That's where my head is. It's just like,
dude, that's an incredible art form. You start seeing like what it even is to put like a little bit of a show together, and then you're like, somebody has to, like we were talking about earlier, is like, all right, for just even like a reel, you're like, the more you do it, you're like, okay, I got to get this shot, and I kind of a little bit more understand, like, okay, I got to get this shot. Making a movie,
is that right? That part,
have that whole vision.
That part
is crazy, and then even just picking the song for this part, the lighting, it's so
many moving parts though. So many people involved too. That's the other part that I kind of enjoy about it. It's like, yo, that's a lot. It gets back to football for me. It's this is a team effort. I've been wanting a team for a long time, and I still don't have a team. But it's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, maybe this is the moment where I start to build it out. Maybe not, but I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot. You know, I'm going to try. Because people, you know, reached out to me like, you know, now talking to the Mural Festival, right? People have like, I want to help out. I want to do this. And I'm like, all right, let's put your money where your mouth is. Like, who's really down or who's just talking?
And on a football team, if one guy's not pulling his weight, the whole team loses.
Exactly. It's the weakest link type shit. So So now I'm like, I get it and understand that. I'm like, all right, I need a team. I always thought I needed a team for my art and, you know, help me. But I'm like, no, this feels right and actually organic for me to try to find a team for building Spray and Play, building out this organization that can create events damn near every month. Like, I want to have something cool. Or there's smaller engagement stuff. Then there's this big mural festival that happens once a year. Or we have several different types of mural festival. Like, that's the goal. Like,
that's like a goal for you right now, to do that?
Yeah, that's the foreseeable future type shit. I'm still going to paint when I paint or whatever. But it's really build a team and to have like some dope experiences. Because it's not just going to be murals. There's Spray and Play. There's the reason there's play in that. It's to highlight us like getting back to our childlike selves and enjoying life. Yeah. Finding fun, enjoying things. So.
Well, I feel like I didn't know that part about you of like that the team aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
And like that's something you were like, maybe we're like missing, or like you felt like you're like there's something, because painting is very lonely. We were talking about it at Spray and Play.
Yeah.
Like, bro, most of the time we're all painting by ourselves.
Yes, very.
So like that was something that you're like, all right, I need to make a change here which can help other people that maybe need that.
Yeah.
And also for yourself, it was like I like a team.
Yeah. I actually personally love painting by myself. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
but
good too.
It's still technically lonely. I'm not trying to say it's not lonely. It is lonely still. But because I get distracted. I'm hanging out.
Oh, me, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm not really
Good.
good.
With you. I'm like, I'd rather just talk and hang out.
Like, I want to kick it. Like, I do want that. But if there was me and someone else there, and then you're going to go paint, now I have someone at least accompany me while we kick it, hang out, and then you do your thing, then you come down, and now you're like, oh shoot, the homies are still here. And I get to kick it a little bit.
That's what mural festivals are so
And that's
sick.
I was like, I think we need to build the culture slowly, regardless. It's gonna happen slowly. If it does happen, right? It's going to happen slowly. It's not gonna be overnight. So
what are some things with the mural festival? So you had this idea, you went for it. What were some things that was there things that you didn't expect would happen with starting it? Was there like obstacles? Like what kind of like, take me through that process of like ups and downs with it.
I mean, there's so
That's
much.
such an open
question.
But run with that if there's something to run with.
I mean, I'll try to do my best, but there was so much that was happening in general. I think realizing just like how much I get in my own way, and like I said earlier about like being able to pivot. Yeah. I'm really good at it, but it's also because there's sometimes that things just aren't connecting, and maybe I'm saying they're not connecting, but it's just there's pushback from me. I'm in my own way, so I'm like, because there's moments where Iris was like, all right, well, we need to focus on this fundraiser. Boy, I was dodging the fundraiser I just didn't know how to ask. I didn't want to ask for money. Like, it wasn't about getting money. So it was making it hard for me to try to include the elements of where you need to make money, because there still has to be a point where you make some money. That's the point of a lot of these things.
Well, yeah, and you're putting a lot of work in. You should get paid.
But it just wasn't making sense to me in that moment. Now I can see it all, and I'm like, oh.
Because you had the vision.
And it was just, but also I think all the things that were, and that's why Iris, like I said, Iris, we were a two-man team. She helped me out a lot, and she was always praising me too, where she was like, no, you're killing it. Like, you've done so many things that already, like the most main parts of this are already done. You already did it. So now we're just doing the little things, and she literally just kept me on track, kept me motivated, kept me like excited, not like get too distracted.
Are you guys like different type of personality?
She's very much more type A. She's the organized one. So she was like, next time we're doing this shit way earlier.
It's like you need those things that you lack in.
Exactly.
That
makes sense.
Somebody else can take over.
Like, that's the track. It was perfect, dude. I was just like, yo, she really like helped me like solidify it, and she made it a breeze. It was like, for me, shout out Breeze.
Shout out Breeze.
She made me not like, it made it like flow easier. And I was just like, that's what I needed.
Shout out Iris.
You know what I mean?
That's
I was
such
like,
a godsend, bro.
Thank God. Because and I was like, even when she told me she was interested in helping, I'm skeptical and just like, what? Why? Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't even understand what I'm trying. But she was excited enough that made me realize, like, yeah, she's the person. You got to work with her. Like, whatever this is. Because it wasn't Mural Festival when we first started, when we first met. It was, how do we have Spray and Play Wednesdays, and then weekends maybe open up the warehouse where people can come see what we produce.
Oh, back at the warehouse.
Yeah, and that's where it started. And so every time I had a fucking pivot, and I'm just coming up with ideas and switching and changing on her without her knowing. It's just like, next time we talk, and she's just like, okay. And then she would try to piece it together, and then we made it work. So I feel like we were a good team, that was the beautiful part for me, because I'm like, there's moments where I feel like, damn, am I hard to work with? Like, am I too mean, or am I too straight up, or whatever? Like, like, I don't know. So for a minute, I felt like, damn, niggas is scared to work with me. Niggas don't ever ask me to, like, if to assist or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in my own head about it, but.
I think artists, we all are kind of a little sensitive.
Yeah, and I'm not. And I'm like a coach. I was telling you, I'm like a coach, bro. I'm not no teacher. I'm a coach, man. I'm gonna drill you. I'm gonna yell at you.
Say you mother.
I'm like, come on, no, that's not how you. Come on, do more lines. You out here trying to get back. You out here trying to already do faces. You need to get to can control lines. No. But you know, that's how I be feeling. I feel very militant when I'm not military, but I'm just like, I do feel that like I have like the no bullshit type. Like, I ain't got time for this bullshit. Like, come on. Yeah. So maybe that comes off to people, but I don't know.
Well,
but
if you find somebody that's working with
her, it seemed like a breeze, bro. I was like, damn, shout out Breeze. I'm joking, sorry.
Shout out Breeze.
But it felt so easy, and that she made me feel so much more comfortable with just like really pitching my ideas to her. Or like being I'm comfortable with now just like when I had a pivot moment, I wasn't like, oh man, I feel like she gonna get annoyed at me. She never felt like she was annoyed. She was always she was always just like, yo, actually that makes sense, or that's super dope. Now let me tell you this, or what about this? And I was just like, thank you, perfect. Like, and I'm telling you, I know I was a hot mess. I know I was, bro. I'm probably yelling in this mic right now. I'm sorry.
Dude, it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, a lot of moving pieces, and a lot of ideas that even like as we were getting into it, more ideas were coming. That's why I was like, oh shit, like there's so many little parts that I wasn't even catching, but they're coming back to me because we're in it now.
Was she a good part of like pointing out those little parts? Or like, what do you think she was like, she shined the most at?
Organizing it. Keeping me organized. Because that's
what I need, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, the worst part for us is that we could just have too many ideas and nothing happens.
That's what Daisy's great for. It's like organizing it.
But that's what I'm saying. It was just kind of like when we all got together and we did we're gonna do like a four artists by artists, you know, collective, whatever.
There was too many cooks.
There was too many cooks in the kitchen, and nothing was getting done.
That's too many.
And I was like, I was excited for it, but I was just like, it was already from like the first meeting. I was like, I feel like it's going.
That's why I'm so proud of you.
From what I cared, and I was like, you know what we need to do. I love all these ideas, but let's focus. Each person just needs to focus on what they care about.
Yeah.
And for me, I even said it at that meeting. I was like, I still remember. I was like, I'm gonna focus on mural festivals because that's what I want to do. And I remember asking about the 7th Street lot, and I was like, yo, can we get into contact with so and so for the lot? And that never ended up happening.
So that was little seeds, but I don't know why I was even in that group. I felt like I was like, I don't know. It felt like that, like what do they call that? Like the syndrome where you feel like you're not supposed to be there. Imposter syndrome. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm here.
I think Chroma brought you on.
Yeah, I think it was Chroma. Yeah. I'm like, hey, you guys all know what you're doing. So that planted like a seed in your mind.
No, like I've been wanting to do the mural festival. That was
because you talked about in Denver. You were like, I gotta bring that.
I've been even before that. Yeah, it was before that meeting of all the artists. That was my idea. That I brought Chroma in. I think Price, and then probably one other person. And then we started to talk about, who else should we add? Then we just added a bunch of people. We were just adding people, we just had no direction. And then it just fell apart, disappeared. Nothing ever ended up happening.
Yeah.
But that was the last time that I kind of shared the sentiment with everybody that I want to put some stuff together.
Yeah.
And then when this time it came around, spray and play happens, and it blows up. Like I said, Price is putting it out there, and it started to blow up. And I'm just sitting there like, damn, it's all right. So much shit's happening already too fast. Where it's like, but now at this point, it's really all on me. You're because like, that's
I'm running.
Well, no, it's all on me because that warehouse is the space I'm using.
Yeah.
So whatever happens there is on me, and that's why I was like, all right, hold on.
So what if 8?
What if it went crazy?
What if people start?
Remember, we had the little crack. I don't know if you were there the first night.
I wasn't there. I got FOMO from that, dude.
Man, we had some.
I was working at another spot. I'm like,
we had some characters stroll through, some unhoused characters, and it was like. So for me, the stress levels was so high, and I was like,
because everybody else can
fun. Leave. Everyone's enjoying this, thank God. But now I'm hosting. I'm overly hosting, and I'm hosting on what it was like. Probably 100 heads came through, but it was like probably 30 at a time. So, but I'm still. That's like I'm trying to maintain and check in on everybody, not knowing what really this is. It's just space, and now I'm just like trying to like I'm a caring individual, so I'm just trying to make sure you good. Who are you? What's going on? I'm Giovanni. Welcome to the space. How'd you hear about it? Like, just trying to like tap in too, because if I don't know you too, that's the other part. we're like, open the door and just come through. And then I'm like, hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
What kind of weirdos are gonna come through? What kind of fake thugs gonna come through? What am I gonna have to deal with? So I was like,
bro.
My security background, y'all know I did security, huh? Real Jamaican, real bottom line. We have all the jobs. Nigga, I used to work security in college at bars. So that was I probably got most of my common sense working at bars.
Well, if you tell me to get out of a bar, I'm gonna go, yes, sir.
Yeah. But that was like, I got a lot of that understanding of paying attention, reading people, paying attention to how people's mannerisms.
Sure, yeah.
Something might pop off, voicing how people's body language, how they're engaging into NAU.
Okay.
San Felipe. Shout out San Felipe. It's not there no more, but if you went to NAU, 2009 to 2012, you know what's up.
You would know, yeah.
But no, yeah, we was, so that's where I started. But then I ended up working in Old Town. That's how I have a lot of connections in Old Town still to this day. I know a lot of DJs and whatnot because of working security in Old Town.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
that part kicked in where it's like, all right, now I have concerns of like, damn, everyone's safety in here is a concern. We're also downtown. We have unhoused characters in here. Spray paint in the air. We got people need to stay hydrated. Yeah.
And it's your spot.
And it's all on me if something goes bad.
Yeah, that's a scary spot.
And so that's why I was kind of like, I gotta. And then we're putting it out there on social media, and like prices just geeked, and I'm like, but then I get to a point and realize I was like, cause I'm geeked with them, and then like as I get home or whatever, like, and I start to like ponder and think about this, I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta figure out what this is really gonna be, cause this could get too big and then it's out of control. Yeah. I'm not trying to be the nigga that has some shit happen, it's out of control. This don't need to be no Project X.
No.
Shout out Project X.
Fight. So you don't want to be the spot. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to blow up the spot. Especially this spot has been my spot for almost 3 years, low key. And then we were like, hold on, you been sitting on this all the time? I'm like, yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah. You didn't want to blow it up.
Didn't want to blow up the spot. So now it's getting we're blowing up the spot, but still trying to be respectful. Not trying to be like, where it's like, fuck it, do whatever. Because I'm like, everything we're still touching, everything I've built in, I can still take out and almost leave no trace.
Yeah.
I could paint all these walls and you would still, you would have no clue that we painted all in there. So I made sure I was still trying to be respectful no matter where I go. That's my goal. It's not my spot. So, pay attention to that, right? But yeah, so we do all that. Where were we at? I don't even know.
You did
spray and play.
We had it in the warehouse.
Oh, but you were
saying spray and play.
You were asking me what were problems, and that was
So let's go. Like, yes, exactly.
It was just really
So
me.
what were like some problems with starting it? What were like some things that while you were building it out?
But yeah,
hurdles, good things.
Mostly it was just me. Like I said,
Shout-outs.
Iris was the glue. She was the anchor. She held it down and made it. She simplified it for me, and that was the cool part. But other than that, it became just like just trying to hit deadlines, right? Or trying to be on top of shit in such a short notice, right? That's the other big problem was I'm doing it in such a short notice and I'm trying to get it done before it gets too hot, which we already know what it was hot, like right there. So all the little things was right. It was zero budget, which that sucks because now, but it's also, that's a flex. Like I did this without no money down, like no money was needed to be invested really. Zero time. We did it in 6 weeks, bro. The time of planning and the turnaround of all this is insane. Yeah. So
I'm sure you had people in your ear like, you can't do it and this. And
actually, no, niggas is just. No one was in my way. No one. I don't have people in my way that. There's no one around me that's gonna try to tell me something stupid. You ain't gonna be around me.
Okay, that's good.
Point blank clear. Like, if you think that I'm moving something and you think you have no faith in me or something, get out my face then. Like, you do not need to be next to me.
Okay,
I can't even imagine the last time I had someone that didn't have faith in me, bro. My entire life, people have always had faith in me.
Okay, good.
That's one thing that it's rare. And when I do have someone like that doubts my abilities or some shit. Oh, it's my favorite. I tell you, I love haters.
Empower you.
I don't have enough haters in life. Don't take it too literal. But no, like cause I'm a genuine nice dude, and I feel like I have a genuine relationship. So I never really come across that. So thank God for that, and thank God. Shout out to all my people that are around me. I appreciate y'all. But whenever there is someone that is like hating or doesn't have faith in me, I feed off of that shit. It always levels me up, bro. For some weird reason, my biggest example is when I had out in Denver. I'll save it for another time. But no one.
Not respect.
Nah. We're gonna go on another tangent, bro. We be here for 4 hours. It's something a long ass episode. But no one got in the way of me, and no one didn't think I could do it. Everyone was just excited.
That's awesome.
If anything, no one knew what the fuck I was doing. That's the funny part.
Hey, but there was a good group of people that were like, hey, because people talk community.
Yeah.
You know, you hear that, it almost gets like annoying. It's like community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost gets like,
I get you.
But how is it really are you really doing anything for the community? You're trying to talk all this stuff of like, I want
community this, community that.
needs this, community needs this,
and
but you're just sitting on your couch
and doing nothing. They want the community to do it.
You're not even gonna step up and like bring donuts.
Yeah, something. Show up. Just do something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was pretty smooth on that end. What was I about to say? Fuck.
Yeah, so I just commend you for stepping up, doing something that was like, I think all of us enjoyed it.
Yeah, no.
Like it was an awesome thing, dude.
For the most part.
It was really dope.
And that's why I remember in the group chat, I remember saying like, because I invited y'all to talk or to get on the meeting.
Yeah.
And I was just like I was pitching it to you guys, and I don't think anyone was really understanding or grasping what I was trying to do. And that's why I was just like, after I sat with it, because I was just like, I don't think they get it, that I wanted you guys to be a part of the planning and putting it together. Kind of like for artists by artists when we started trying to do that and it fell through. And it reminded me of that after the discussion that I was like, you know what? Never mind. I was like, if they didn't grasp what I was saying, I feel like it's going to end up being that same thing and it's just going to fall to the wayside. So I was like, I'm going to just spearhead it. And I was like, you know what? I just want you guys, I remember hitting y'all text and I said, the group chat, and I said, I just want y'all to enjoy this. I want y'all to just be a part of it, be the artist, the highlighted artist for this. Y'all the homies, y'all understand what I'm trying to do. There's no pay, so that's, you know what I mean? And, you know, shout out to everybody else who wants to paint and be a part of it. I appreciate y'all. But the selection was based off of people that I know that I have talked to and I understand what we're trying to do. That I'm like, none of us is making no bread over this. Like, we about to just figure this shit out, and it's just gun ho, and it's short time, and it's paint fast, it's whatever, all the little things. So I was like,
people that believed in you.
Yeah, and that's what I was like. I know y'all got y'all. I believe you guys have enough faith in me. Yeah. And that's why I was just like, just enjoy this experience. I want y'all to, I'm going to put this on for you guys, because what I realized too, this mural festival is part of it is putting on and hosting for the artists. I'm putting on something for you guys, technically. Yeah. That also contributes and benefits the community, the neighborhood, the whatever. Yeah. And whether it's art community or art lovers, or just the actual local neighborhood or community in general, because we're now beautifying the walls. We're doing this. We're doing, you know what I mean? We're creating experiences and opportunities for us to get together, to share space, to have an artist panel discussion. When's the last time we had an artist panel discussion? I mean, that shit was off the whim. I never need to actually host it ever again. But at this point,
I thought it was pretty fun.
It was fun though. Like, that's the thing, and that's like the whole thing was cool because you guys understood the assignment. No one was here trying to expect like over expectations of just like, nah, nigga, you ain't do this right. No, y'all are like, y'all sat down, y'all strapped in, y'all were like, I'm ready for the ride. What is this gonna be? Actually, everybody have fun. Like, and that's exactly when you guys all said yes, I was like, it's already a success. Because you guys all know each other, or it's a good enough group that y'all gonna take care of each other. Like, that's the part where I was like, it's already a success. No matter what happens after this, as long as we get the murals done, and
somebody in there will step up.
But it was just like, it's gonna make sense, and it's gonna be seen, like this energy, right? Us being around each other. You can't deny that shit. Us being around each other is always just fun, and that's the part that we don't get to experience enough. Yeah. At least once a year, we should have that experience. Yeah. When we did Pemberton. Yeah. That's when that was another moment where I was
that was awesome. That's why
I was like, oh shit.
I can't, all the other noise around it, I love what happened there.
You don't want me to go
And
in on the
I run off loyalty. I'm like that.
I ain't
They
loyal
say
no
it's a Leo. I don't know, but
Well, you're working with him right now, so you got to.
You're
You're
a
a Leo?
I am, yeah.
I am a Leo too.
But that's what they say. Is like, but
Yeah, we have
me
loyalty.
personally, I'm like a loyal person. So
I
like
get it.
when people do things that are good, I'm like I'm gonna back you until you do something bad to me.
You got a lot to learn. That's all I gotta say. And that's not even a diss, right? That's the difference between me and you, or me, you, and Breeze. Breeze has been in this 30 years. So his experience of like seeing this stuff, why you think Breeze didn't paint there? And I'm like, it's not to go, I'm not gonna go in on Pemberton, but Breeze didn't paint for a certain reason. His experiences that he's had with them and
you can
characters like them.
Yeah. You can
I'm
talk
not gonna
whatever
bash
you
them.
want
I'm not gonna bash them, but they already had their moments where they did stuff before you even was around. So you don't know, right, what they did before and why the community is harsh on them and blah blah blah. But that's how the game goes too. When people or developers they do whatever they do, some developers are good, some are not. I'm still gonna give you. You ain't did nothing to me personally, so I'm gonna give you grace or I'm gonna give you a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But if you do something first to me, then it's over, right? Get it. But I still see the community.
Unless it's over level to somebody else.
I still see the overarching effect that had on the community. You know, the decisions they made, et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, I don't want to dive into that.
Yeah, okay.
But that, as far as
we'll save that for another episode.
As developers go, but you know what I'm saying? As developers go, not just them.
Yeah.
Dealing with developers, it's a certain game, and it's always almost the same thing.
Yeah.
So once developers learn how to give us equity, then we're going to be playing the same game. There's going to be a moment where we're on top and they're loving us and they're giving us projects and they're feeding us, and then snip, cut, gone, they're done with you because now you're priced out. Now you can't afford to live here. It's all the things.
Yeah.
It's a whole trickle effect. So, like I said, not trying to attack them directly. I saw the same thing in Denver. Rhino Arts District. I saw that. So part of the cancel culture and the rise of Rhino Arts District, it was just like, and then they try to do their own mural festival. And it was like, that shit did not hit, bro. Like, the community was not fucking with it. It was, it's off-brand. It's the generic, like, it's almost like seeing all the murals that go up, and it's like more same of the same of the same. At least what y'all doing on the building over there now is different stuff, but there's still a hint of appropriation happening. That's it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately,
he gave me full creative
control. Yeah, I know. But it's in alignment with his idea or his concept. Technically, people look at that and they assume.
That's what I've been painting.
But I'm saying, what you're doing already is in alignment with that whole building and concept is. I don't want to go in deeper on that. That's not.
Oh, like Asian stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. But coincidentally, I've been painting this stuff.
I know. That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
So I was like,
perfect. I know. Technically, you appropriate, motherfucker. But that's the thing.
People that know me know.
There's a way to do it. There's appreciation versus appropriate. There's a way to do it always. That's it. Leave it there.
Okay.
We can let them figure that out.
We'll save
I don't need
I
can dive in and go, but that's not the point of where we are and where we're on. We're talking about spray and play, talking about mural festivals, right? Where were we on the last part of that?
You were saying how it was cool we got everybody together for events like the Pemberton. Everybody working together.
So the Pemberton was my example of just like, I remember when we ended up like, everybody ended up being like in Pemberton and painting, because that's when I started to paint my piece in Pemberton. And I was just like,
that was fun, bro.
I was like, hold on. This is crazy. And it was at night, right? All of us are just in the middle of the night. But I was like, this is that energy. Artists getting around artists. There's something about it that you cannot mimic, recreate, nothing. Us fucking crazy weirdos all together in the same space.
And different levels,
bro,
different.
It's in the space. It's just here. The energy is up, and you're just like, bro, this is so fucking fun. I felt like, and we're running around, going from mural to mural, like, when we're like painting, you're in your shit, and you're just like, all right, I'm a little tired. I need to take a break. And instead of just taking your step back and getting back to it, you're like, Nigga, I'm about to go fuck with Smokey over so at his wall, see how far he got. Let me go bother Clyde and see what's up. Let me go pull up on Antoinette and see how her, and that's the thing, is like the opportunity for us to just go and actually hang out with each other in the minute, in the moment, in a matter of seconds or minutes.
Yeah.
Because we're all painting in the same, bro, that is the energy. That's why I was like, when I felt that again, I was like, nigga. And I told them, I was like, bro, honestly, if y'all did this spot once a year and made it an actual event here, this could be a mural festival concept in this space. Yeah. And we trade out some walls or whatever, and that could be a thing of some sort. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But it was something there, and the way that they didn't listen or didn't do anything with us past that, I was just like, y'all are missing the mark. This could have been an artist hub where we're proud to bring people there. You had over 100 artists there? Nigga, say we all brought one person a fucking time every time we went, bro. You're gonna run into each other more. It would have felt like a space that we actually belonged. Felt like we belonged at least. But
I appreciate that they paid everybody.
That's cool.
I think that has to be said.
That's great, but also that's the ploy. Like that's the unfortunate part. It's just let's throw money at it, and I'm just like
that is where it's like. I do agree. It's kind of like
that's where you miss the mark.
That's the like trade-off,
And that's why
it's the trade-off, right?
No, it's true. That's why even when it was happening, I remember even telling Max was trying to get bothered a little bit about like.
I heard it.
Oh, and I was just like, bro, take your bread and just, it is what it is. Because don't get too excited or attached to what this is, because they're liable to just forget about us. And it was
business,
and that's it.
It's
and I was
business,
like, with that much money being thrown out, it's technically you're signing off for them to own this shit. There's no contracts being said, bro. I'm not painting nothing that I was trying to have ownership of in there. But I know better.
I've had murals taken out in so many places.
That was it. But I was like, I understand what this looks like, what the I guess how this game goes.
Yeah.
That's even like the Wild and Wales. Did you see that in Dallas?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Me and Rob talked about that.
The Vera Act is a real fucking thing.
Yeah, people have their opinions on this side, opinions on that
but
side.
Not
There's
opinions
in the middle.
The Vera Act is a real thing. Like we have laws behind that protect our art, even when we don't have an actual contract. We still have ownership to these pieces. Technically, in that space, that's private property.
Yeah.
That don't count. I don't think the Vera Act actually accounts to that. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's still like, that's a good thing to know and understand. People don't even know how that works and da-da-da. Like, so it's like, but yeah, I don't know. Nonetheless.
I appreciated like meeting, like I met La Morena there, I met Chroma there, I met Fats there, I met Alberto.
Like I said, it was amazing.
So many great art, so many people that I've like called my friends now that I met there, which was
like
it was
I
cool.
said, you could have built on it.
Festivals are like
exactly. That's all I'm saying.
It's what we need, and
it's what we need.
And being led by like an artist.
I mean,
it's such a cool, like it's gonna be the like.
It makes it more. I would say it makes it more pure, because now it's like it's coming from a space of someone that knows. Not like I know what we need, but it's like I have a better understanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not trying to move out of malice and I'm not trying to just commercialize it. Like I want to actually do something that's organic, that plays both sides, right? Maybe one mural festival is more commercial and one is more grassroots. That's the other part where I'm like, not every mural festival has to be the same.
Yeah.
One can be literally like, yo, this is just the homies. It's really low key. It's local. Yeah. And then there's one a little bit more commercial where we get bigger names, and that also grants us bigger sponsorships.
Yeah.
But people be like, oh, that's this, that. It's a balance, just like all the commercial pieces that go up. It's okay for them to happen, but let's not forget about our voices and the pieces that we want to actually put out.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm here for both, because I get it. They have to,
That's all. Yes, and that's what I 100% I stand by, and I agree with. Is like, there's a certain point you're putting a lot of work in, right? Like, there's a part where you're like, I gotta get paid for this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like other businesses start coming in. They want to sponsor. Well, there's like, it becomes a business.
But that,
right?
I would say it's a proper business. That's why I was like, but also that when you have the big sponsorships, then you can actually pay the artists too. Like, I don't want to have it to where it's like y'all never get paid and I'm still throwing the money out. But I think everybody was. No, that's what I'm saying. For this one, this is a wash. This is the like, but I'm saying, what if this is the one that is always going to be like, no, we don't get paid for this. Like, we got this one spot that we hit over a year and year, and it's just for us.
Yeah.
That literally, and that's okay.
And it's fun.
Yes.
There's a lot to say about just having fun with your friends.
That's the real organic version. And then there's one that we do that's a little more high end, a little more, we fly in a couple of this, that, and the thirds, and we got a fucking Nike sponsorship, whatever. Like, we got a big brand that brings in, but like that pays the artist properly, that does this, that it implements a lot more things that to allow us to have more fun at a different scale.
That's what I'm so excited for you, because I think you have such like, and I'm not just glazing you, I said it in the, but like I think you have like I think you have like a gift for this stuff. I seriously do. I'm not just saying that.
I remember you saying that. But I was like, oh God.
Bro, imagine me trying to lead that like panel and stuff. And like, hey, you guys need, like you actually do have like
I know what you mean.
A gift for this stuff. And so like I'm standing behind like, hey, I think you can do like take this as far as you can because this is like, I think something that's amazing for everybody.
Yeah,
and something that could be like actually like changing, like it could change stuff.
Change the landscape of what it is.
It sounds so corny, but it's true.
Yeah, no, trust me. And I was like, I remember you saying it to me, and I was just like, oh God. But I get it. I agree, and I'm like, it's kind of there. Like, it's the only thing I don't want to agree to it, but I'm like, I kind of do. Like, it's always kind of been there. I have the personality, I have the charisma, whatever. Like. But I also have the wherewithal. No,
you've been through these things.
But I also just have like a stern enough like understanding too, to where it's like I can put my foot down. Like, I'm now more comfortable of like saying fuck no to some shit.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was like, I didn't even understand what's happening, so I'm just like, oh yeah, sure.
But you're also pretty friendly.
Fuck that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna lead with friendship and nice and joy and all that, but. I ain't no bitch. I'm like, nigga, nah, y'all sound dumb as hell. Like, if I feel like I'm getting one on, they're getting one over on me, I'm gonna say something. I did it recently with a client, and honestly, I was very proud of myself too, because I was like, nigga, I'm really at a point like, fuck your money. Like, I will say that shit because it's not. You know which one?
I think you told me about it.
Yeah. It got
you want to
cleared
talk
up.
about it or no?
It got cleared
we can
up. Nah, I'll highlight. It got cleared up, but it was the one with the turtle. In the water. Yeah,
okay.
Boy, it got cleared up, but it was just a lot of things. Like I said, I was just proud of myself for standing up because there was moments where we were just like, hold on, what's happening here? Like, that don't even make no damn sense. And I just called it out, and I was like, man, I'm good. Like, they asked for something. I was just like, you know what? Go ahead, take it. You got that. I didn't even care. It was about some bread, and I was just like, I felt some type of way about it because I'm just like, y'all niggas got a Bentley in the driveway, guys, and y'all nitpicking me. I was like, I don't give a fuck, like, what somebody did in my crib, bro. It's just like, I get it, like, oh, there's business, da-da-da, like, but nah, this is, you trying to support local art, that's not how you go about it. You also, like, where's your grace to think? Like, you think, oh, I'm just this entrepreneur? Well, how many artists you know is just like, entrepreneur too. Like, nigga really got it.
And I don't need money.
Like, nigga, no, just like the business on fleek. Who the fuck is an artist just like business on 1,000?
Yeah.
It's a rare, bro.
Yeah.
So for me, I was just like, nigga, you gonna hire a local artist and you just act like we all just fucking got it figured out or some shit, and we're just like, oh, it's all P&Ls. It's all P&Ls from here. Like, nigga, no. Like, the fuck, I'm gonna make dumbass decisions. And I'm already underquoting you for the most part. Because I want to paint the shit. I thought it would be fun. Yeah. Then I realized I got to be in a pool the entire time. That's a dumb move on me. Like, nigga, you ever painted in a pool? No. Right? No. Fuck. I was like, me either.
I've been getting all pruny.
Bro, but in my head, I was just like, oh, it shouldn't be that hard. That's it, right? We always say that. I shouldn't be that difficult.
Oh, dude.
And then you paint it, and it's like, this is actually annoying as fuck. It's not the same.
Yeah.
I'm on a ladder the whole time in water.
Yeah.
I can't do my step back to see how shit's looking. Then when I do it, I gotta trying to stay
get a floaty
above it and move out the way. I was like, bro, this is funny as hell. But I was like, and then for them to come at me and like ask for bread for a certain thing, and I was just like, oh, this is crazy. I was like, there's no way. But those moments make you so jaded as an artist too. You start to like,
it's hard not to get.
Man, like fuck y'all niggas, bro. Like I start getting to the point. I'm like, I'm over commissioned, and now I go into commissions way more stern. Right,
but that comes with time.
They turn you into a business person. But I'm like, I don't want to get too lost in business. I want to be a better business person. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be just all business.
Yeah.
I still want to have fun.
That takes the creativity away.
Yeah. Now it's just I'm a robot. Now it's just another job. No.
Yeah.
And
there'll be printers for that stuff.
Yeah, they got that. They can have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm willing to walk away from some shit if it don't even align with what I want to do, or if we can't get on the same page. It's okay. I will give you another artist. Like I don't even care, bro. Like that's why I'm like, I'll get back to doing construction for the summer, get my bread up. And like I said, I live a minimal lifestyle now, man. I'll get a $3,000, $4,000 check every here and there. And I'm like, that will maintain me for 2 months maybe. I'll figure it out. Like I don't make that much no more. And it's a different time, different game. Instagram, the designs, the commerciality of what all of it is. I'm just like, nigga, I'm out here trying to paint black fists everywhere. Nigga, my football helmet had a goddamn gold fist on it. Like, I don't know if you saw that. Like,
hey, you should paint what you like.
Hey, no, I want to. No, trust me. I want to, but it's finding the balance. And what I try to remind my homies is like, get the commercial gigs, because I still want to get them, and like I want to get the nice bag every here and there. Yeah. It'd be some dumb shit, but it's a nice bag.
Yeah.
That's gonna set you up so you can paint the shit you want to paint. Yeah. If you don't, at least you still gotta paint the shit you want to paint, whether you're getting them or not. Because if you get away from not producing how you started and what got you in this,
100%.
You're lost. You're just in business.
You're lost.
Don't get away from what got you started in general.
Yes.
Get the big bags if you can.
100%.
And still paint your own
work
shit.
Another job if you need to too.
Yeah.
If that keeps you painting the stuff you want to paint,
that's me right now.
There's no shame in that.
That's the full-time
I
artist
hate that,
title. It don't matter.
I hate that things that artists say you gotta have this, you gotta have that full time. It's like, bro, if you're
not a
poor and you have to pay bullshit, don't do that. Go work this other job. Go work at construction. Go work the post office. Go do this other job. Find a job that you can enjoy, maybe something that's involved in art that you get paid with consistently, and then paint the art that you like. Yeah. Don't sacrifice
that part. Yeah, don't sacrifice it all.
Don't sacrifice it all.
Go get the big gigs if you can get them.
Yeah.
But if that's all you're banking on, or that's all and then some people that's all they do, and they got it.
And
they got the juice of that. But I'm also like, to really all the way back, I have to remind myself, bro, I'm still less than 10 years of an artist. I have to remind, I'm still technically an up and coming artist. I became full time on a whim, bro. I found one project, it was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure it out. I got a $4,000, I did Jay-Z and Beyonce, got a nice little bag, $4,000, I'll keep it a buck. And I was like, oh my God. But I also designed for that 4,000. I mean, that was a big ass wall. But you gotta learn how to design some shit based off of what they giving you. Oh, 2 G's? All right, man, you're gonna get 2 G's of work. Unless it's something I like. If it's some piece that I want to put together and you letting me get full creative control at 2 G, nigga, I might get busy. I might freak the hell out of that motherfucker. Now it's one of the coldest pieces, but you never know. But if someone's just trying to play ball, try to be business oriented, I'm gonna be right there with you. All right, yep, per square foot, 35. Oh, 35 is too much. You ain't got that. Okay, so we're gonna dial it back. Then we're gonna the design is gonna get blurrier.
Yeah, it's gonna get blurrier.
Gonna get blurrier. Less shit. Oh, yep, that you're gonna take that out too. You don't need that. Oh, we had 2 faces. We got 1 now. You're gonna get 1 portrait. You know what I mean? But that with time. I learned over time that it was like, oh, you got to design based off what you get. Yeah. And if someone's asking for more, then you don't stay firm on your numbers on what that could be. Even my Eastlake one, man, I remember them trying to really lowball me. And I was like, the number they gave me, Eastlake Park, I did like 11 black figures.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Side by side. I was literally talking shit to Antoinette.
That was a lot of portraits.
I would say like a month prior, I was talking shit to Antoinette because she had to do like 15. smaller ones. And I was like, shit, I never do all these da-da-da portraits, bro. I sort of got a month later, they hit me, and it was an NCAA one where I'm like,
Yeah, that one was dope, dude.
I was like, hold on.
I thought you did great on that.
No, it was fire, thank you. It was a fire piece, bro. It took a lot out of me in the mix of it, because painting 11 portraits at that scale.
That's like
it was
mental.
like 3 days a portrait. That's what it broke down to be.
This person's lips are like this, the nose, the
right,
ear.
like they gonna start blending in at some point. I had to take proper breaks. I literally was like, all right, bro, take some time off. Don't get too lost in trying to knock them all out and be overly efficient. I was like, I bounce around a lot too in general, but that project I try to take my time to figure out, since I've never had an assistant, and I thought about it on that project. I was like, damn, I would love to have an assistant, but I was like, how do I lead someone to set my portraits up so I can just come in and now put in the details or whatever? So I started to each portrait, I took time and tried to figure out what's the best approach. And I was like, all right, midtones, basically based off of how light or dark they are, what midtone I start with, and I need them to fill that in, but what would that portion look like? Yeah. So I ended up painting it all by myself, but I learned a lot, and I took the time to make sure I learned and figured out if I ever had a actual, assistant, how I can have them actually help me, speed this process up. So.
Yep.
But.
Yep. I feel that. Okay, so back spray and play.
Real tangents.
Things you. Things you learn for the future. Things that people can help you with in the future. Is there, you don't want help? What are things for the next ones?
I want help. Help me. Help me, please.
What's the number, maybe 1, 2, and 3? I tried asking this question. Maybe it's a bad question anyway. Yeah, I tried to ask this again, and now I'm screwing up again. But what are 1, 2, and 3, or maybe
priorities?
Things where it's if somebody's watching this or whatever, you want to get it out, we put it on a reel. Things that people can help you with,
Well, now I've had some people reach out to, and it's still so fresh. People are like, I want in, or people want to paint. I'm like, right now it's just yo, if you want to help, I'll just tell them to go and fill out the volunteer form, just to get that. So I have your info, and I know you're at least have you in some kind of registry to where now I can tap into when next time we're actually trying to do things.
So volunteers for cleaning up.
Just in general, just so I have your info, so I know you're interested.
Okay.
In any way, shape, or form.
Can we put that? Or is that on your Instagram?
Yeah. It has. Yeah, we have a link, and it's on the Spray and Play page.
Spray and Play, all right.
You could go to the link in bios, and it'll be right there, the form.
Okay.
So there's that, and then the other one is I've reached out to actual homies. That's the other part too. I'm not really just trying to open the door to people I don't know. I'd rather start with my current. I don't know them. I don't know what they bring to the table.
How you gonna work?
I'd rather just start with my current network. I have so many people that I know.
Yeah, you know enough people.
That part. So it's I want to work with a lot of homies. So that's the goal. So I'm starting. I have my little kind of running list of homies. I'm going to try to get an agenda together as soon as possible and try to hold a meeting as soon as possible. So at some point, hopefully, I'm gonna try to I need to give myself a date, right? So maybe first week, second week of July, I'm gonna try to host a meeting and invite the homies that have shown interest in organizing.
Oh, that's soon?
Yeah, I want to get to it. And this is where it's at.
I like it.
I want to have at least 6 months. At least 6 months of actually planning. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
The top thing of the list. More time to plan.
More time to plan. That was something that from this one you're like.
Oh yeah, more manpower, more time, and funding. More funding. Those are the 3 things that I'm just all right, because that would solve not all the problems, but a lot of the problems, or even just give me more bandwidth in general. Because that was it. Yeah, I had none of those things, and I'm out here trying to operate and figure it out.
When you're also, basic, besides Iris, you were the only one.
Basically, yeah. And then the week of it, actually doing it, I really was learning a lot of how much manpower it takes. I was I need someone, at least a project manager or a site manager that's at least always on site. Yeah. Or
we had Big Red out
let's say if you have let's say we have multiple locations, so a bunch of different mural sites.
Yeah.
It would need at least, one person needs somebody. Yeah, you need somebody for at least let's say 2 or 3 locations.
100%.
Let's say they cycle through. We'll need someone that was
bringing waters.
A runner. but the runner could run for all sides and walkie-talkies to add communication. So it was like, bro, every time I left you guys from the walls and go to the warehouse, I was cooking and just like, oh shit, like I'm just realizing this. All right, we need to get this. So food should be like this. A runner could always get the food.
Yeah.
If I had someone at the warehouse, there should be someone at the warehouse managing and organizing the warehouse, whether it's all the paint, food, volunteer check-in, make sure the golf carts are checked. We need golf carts. Make sure. So it was just like, bro, and it would just keep going. I was trying to like document as much as I can for myself to refer back to, but
that's why I tried to like fall in. I'm like, the first day, I'm like, I'm bringing pizza. I'm bringing some drinks and stuff like that. I was bringing drink. So like, if everybody kind of like, especially at this early stage, right? Like, that's a lot for you. It's one person, and you bought us those delicious. What was that place? Let's shout it out. The Porch Kid.
The Stoop Kid.
Stoop Kid.
Shout out Stoop Kid.
Porch Kid.
The kids be on porches too.
Stoop Kid.
Stoop Kid be busting. Shout out to the Churchill. Shout out Rafi Law Group for actually sponsoring, and that's where I was able to actually provide y'all lunch and get y'all, try to get paying for y'all like that little bit of money we got is what I started to use. I was like, because I didn't know what to do with it.
Shout out Rafi.
Rafi Law Group, they were the sponsor, official sponsors technically, so they came in clutch.
That's important.
The Churchill, Stoop Kid, Brill Line, what else? The Huarachis was originally going to be where we were going to do the fundraiser that ended up falling through and pivoting, not happening. Shout out Green Woodpecker, that's where we had the kickoff event. Shout out to Egyptian and Chilte and Pull Up. That's across the street from us and where we hosted the mural, the artist panel discussion. Yeah. And they, let us use the restrooms and free. I don't think anyone ever really used the restroom. We were just sweating it all out, bro. Drink more water, sweat it out.
We had bathrooms right next to us.
Y'all just used, goodness. The unhoused bathrooms that they had set up for us.
They had a spot. There was like, this is a bathroom.
Disgusting. It was absolutely, I was like, bro, we could add
following the rules.
We could add landscaping to the goddamn spray and paint, arsenal or resume, landscaping.
Shout out to the people that landscaped.
Yeah, all the volunteers. Shout out all the volunteers.
Clyde.
Yeah, Clyde pulled up. Casey, Leah. It was a lot. The homegirls, Pauline.
It's sometimes a lot to name them all.
But shout out. Who else? Venue-wise that like actually held space. We put up to Cobra. Shout out my boy. DJ Aaron Michael, that's one of my good homies. I ended up spending that night. That was the funny part. I was like, even that, like, I was just doing something different. I was like, Cobra's also like a very local staple. Yeah. So I was just like, yo, they have art there. They have some of the coldest pieces inside and out. They have an El Mac piece that I don't know if you've ever even seen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bro, that's where I met my wife.
Oh, Cobra?
Right next to it at Snow.
Oh, never mind.
The place.
I've
been to Snow. I've been to Cobra many times. Yeah.
But so it was like, I was like, all right. And even that, I was just like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. But I was like, oh, this is the moment. Shout out Tony, big Tony, man. Tony
introduced me to my wife.
Through. Yeah, he introduced it to your wife, and he showed up for us a lot, man.
Yeah,
Tony was advocating.
Local
buzz, bro. There's so many people we can shout out, right? That's what I say. Shout out Mike Levine, man. He gave us the lift. Shout out the veterans next door, the American Legion next door. They allowed us to get power. We got water, so it's like, but also all that matters. All that, it was like, tells me, why am I highlighting Cobra? Well, my homie Spence here. I want to highlight my other artist homies in other lanes. Remember we talked about this, so I'm like, boom, check that off. Like, this is how we connect each other and connect my worlds that I already play and just live in. Yeah. That's really what I'm doing. The veteran spot, American Legion next door. I should have been walked around all those spots. I never ended up doing it, but I should have walked around the whole neighborhood at every local business, introduced myself, let them know what was happening, even let them know that if they express interest in donating a wall for next year, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's building relationships. That's just getting it going. But them now having the power and the water source was dope. And now I know, bro, I never would have ever went in that building. It's been probably 10 plus years of me seeing that
To be
building.
honest, I never knew it was there.
Bro, and literally seen it across
But
the
shout out
street
to
for
them.
years. Shout them out. But across the street from, unexpected, when I started to learn how to paint it, it was across the street. I didn't even see that building. And I was always like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I didn't know.
And then when I found out it was a veteran spot, I'm like, oh, I'm scared. And I'm like, am I going to walk in there and get shot?
They were going to get flashbacks.
Like, I don't know what, but Tony takes us in there. Tony takes us in there, and I'm like, bro, what? They're so welcoming. He's giving me the grand fucking tour. I'm like,
yeah, bro.
No way,
Hell
bro. These
yeah.
are the nicest motherfucking people.
Yeah.
Come to find out, the head person there's this black lady. She's amazing. I'm like, bro.
Hell yeah.
What? I was like,
go.
thank God. Like,
Shout out to them, man.
so like, thank you. Really shout
Good
out
people.
Tony and them.
Good people everywhere.
Bro, and that's the good part. Like, now we got a relationship. I probably owe them a mural. They was like, we want a mural over here. I was like, God damn, I'm gonna owe so many people. I was an asshole. Somebody said, the homie Devin said that. He said, you gotta be an asshole sometimes. I was crying. An asshole is so fucking funny. I'm never gonna forget that.
Bro,
But now
I didn't feel like you were like that, but I don't know.
But no, bro, you know what I mean? You know how many people I asked for shit. The Rolodex was out, bro. I was sitting there like, me ask so-and-so and so-and-so. And I still was missing people.
That's how you're building something,
But, and like I said, the beauty of that is no one was saying no. That was the craziest part. Not one person was really ever like, no. Everybody was like, fuck yeah, love that. Yep, how can I help?
So you felt like community-wise, like people stood up?
Even when even when things didn't work out or just like I was too late on something, it still, like, the love was there. Like, they was ready to try to make some shit happen, but it was also so short notice.
Yeah.
So I was like, and even if someone said no, I wouldn't be mad because I was like, bro, I'm coming in 2 weeks out talking about, yeah, I need this by next week. Like, right? It's like, yeah, for me to
and without a prior.
For me to have the and no money. For me to have the audacity to be asking so late with no money is so crazy. But I was like, I'm just shooting my shot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring out, and I came humble to everybody. Like, really don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's been on my mind. I got the building, I got the artist, and that's all I know. And that's set, so it's happening regardless.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna figure it out. And that's why I said I started my pivot game became so crucial. I was like, oh, I can navigate a no so quickly now.
Yeah.
And I think it gave me so much more confidence in just showing up for myself as an artist and in business. So
yeah,
because that's the hard part too. Like, I don't want to fucking sit here and convince you that pay me to paint some shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? But
yeah, you're not a solar salesman.
I'm like,
you know what I mean?
Right? I'm like, bro, I'm out here selling my fucking essence. And to go onto your wall, like, bro, that is a crazy thing to be selling.
Well, that's a testament to why people got involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not to glaze again, but I'm just saying, like, I think that there's people that, in every community, I think there's people that are given skills and talents, and like, it takes a village.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make a place cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, you gotta get in where you fit in. You do your thing. If only 3 people do it, it's something cool. If 10 people all do their own thing, like, it becomes like a movement, and it becomes something big. And it's like,
it's big, and
get
that's
in
the goal.
where, like, there's
Get in where you
enough,
fit in.
There's enough talent here, and it's like, I'm always down for, like, especially my homies, but it's like, anybody that's wanting to do something cool, it's like, support that stuff.
That part. That part, I agree. If I can show up, I'm gonna show up as best I can. If I can, I'm also let you know I ain't got it in me.
Yeah, sometimes
I ain't got the bandwidth. You know what I mean?
And no pressure on.
But I'll be trying.
Yeah, dude.
All right, one more question, man. I'm gonna give you the last one. We've been at it. It's been 3 hours.
To be honest, that's awesome. Like, I think I took enough of your time, bro. Is there anything else you want to say about Spray and Play? Anything else for the future? Like, anything you're like stoked on for like this next?
Man, y'all niggas just gonna have to wait and see. Y'all gonna have to wait and see.
Okay. Well, bro,
it's gonna come.
That was so dope. Like, and you've already got the first one under your belt, so you're further than anybody that
I'm overconfident.
Hey, sometimes confidence gets you a lot further.
Delusional confidence is what got us started. Now I'm overconfident. I'm like, oh, this is a breeze. Shout out Breeze.
Well, bro, shout out Breeze.
My dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, I can't, like, it's going to be awesome to see where this goes. And it's going to be yeah, I got full faith in it to become something. Like from what I saw, like you already got that one under your belt. The next one better, this one better, this one better.
That's the scary part. It got to be better.
But even if it's not, it's like you got people behind you that are like, and there's enough people behind you that will be like, it can't not get better. And even if there's one or two, you know what I mean? But it's the tide is rising.
Yeah.
So
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one, Andy. Like, shoot.
My dude.
All right.
It's been the Smokey Joe Show.
We got to do the snap.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.